www.ktcbroadcasting.com.
At the close of another year, we gratefully pause to wish you a warm and happy holiday season. This wish from everyone at Flooring America in Kings Mountain and Carpet One Interiors in Ranlow. There's no more time fitting to say thank you and wish you a happy holiday season and a new year of health, happiness, and prosperity. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain and from Carpet One Interiors on East Ozark Avenue in Gastonia.
Now is the best time ever to buy an Empire gas log from Today's Pro in Shelby. All display models have been discounted. There's a great selection to choose from. Check out the displays today, all on sale. And it's the end of the pool season. Save up to 50% on remaining pool supplies in stock. And remember, Today's Pro in Shelby for appliance pickup and delivery. See Today's Pro, 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Like them on Facebook, too.
Hey, I'm Cody Martin. Here, Charlotte Hornets basketball on Carolina Country. WCSL 92.9 FM and 1590 AM. And online at ktcbroadcasting.com.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Lowell wishes you a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year. Best wishes to you and your family. We wish for you peace, love, and joy this Christmas season and throughout the new year. We thank you for your business over the past years, and we're looking forward to serving you in years to come. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all from everyone at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell.
Have a magical holiday season. This Christmas wish from everyone at Butler's Tire and Auto Repair in Kings Mountain. Christmas is a great time for romance, so may our love for you and your family shine brighter than the lights on the Christmas tree. Christmas is doing a little something extra for someone. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from everyone at Butler's Tire and Auto Repair, 404 East King Street in Kings Mountain, right across from KFC. Call 704-750-4645.
May your Christmas be merry, may it fill your hearts with cheer, and may all of you be happy throughout the coming year. This wish from everyone at Pro Wellness Chiropractic Center in Lincoln. We wish for you a season so happy, you'll remember it for always. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Pro Wellness Chiropractic Center, located at 1814 North Aspen Street in Lincolnton.
It was the Corvin Community Cardinals, 14-7 over Mount Airy. The Murphy Bulldogs lost to Mountain Heritage Cougars, 8-26. The Pendon Patriots lost to the Torboro Vikings, 50-0. The Lakewood Leopards lost to the Wilson Prep Tigers, 36-17. The North Lincoln Knights lost to Hickory Red Tornadoes, 49-46. The West Charlotte Lions beat the Dudley Panthers 39-13. The Jacksonville Cardinals beat the Havlik Rams 56-28. J.H. Rhodes Rampants lost to the 71st Falcons 48-7. West Monroe Redhawks beat the Shelby Lions 41-23. Forest Hills Yellow Jackets lost to the Brevard Blue Devils 57-14. The Keegan Tigers lost to the Northeastern Eagles 46-28. The Kingston Vikings lost to the Whiteville Wolfpack 48-21. And the Huskies, I cannot remember that, lost to the Grimson Whirlies 35-28. The East Forsyth Eagles lost to the Weldington Warriors 37-21. The Hoggard Vikings lost to the Cardinal Gibson Crusaders 38-0. And lastly, the Roseville Rams won over the Cleveland Rams 49-6. We're experiencing a few technical difficulties at the moment. So right now there's only me on the air. We're still trying to figure out what the issue was.
Good morning, JP.
Oh,
You
there
did a
we
good
go.
job. No, you did good.
Oh, thank you. I know I said a few of them wrong. So
All right. Well, our coverage ends here on KTC Broadcasting. JP, you can turn your mic down now. Of high school's football, our year is over. We once in a long time that we haven't got to a state championship or even the next round. It's been a while, so I don't know if Terry has that official stat down. Maybe last year. It seems like maybe 2 years ago we had a problem with that.
Yeah,
too.
we did.
Okay, that's what it was.
Years ago.
So looking across the board, our teams last night, North Lincoln drops 49-46 at Hickory last night. A good come from behind, almost pulled it off at the end. Shelby fought early with Monroe. Monroe pulled away 41-23, and that would be the end of our season. We do got 3 teams in our local area that was in our conferences in our power poll still alive. Hickory, of course, is still alive. Brevard and Corvion. Community college. It's so hard not to say community college when you say those schools. Yeah. Community school. They are now 14-0 and give up a grand total of 109 points on the season and just knocked off I think they're the defending champs, right, Terry? Is it Mount Airy or Mountain Heritage was last year's champs?
Mount Airy's good every year. Yeah, they're good.
Okay, so they knocked off defending champs and number 1, Mount Airy Granite Bear. So they may be looking for a possible matchup with Tarboro here in a couple weeks. But the matchups will be Corvion, number 5, at number 2, Mountain Heritage. Number 1, Tarboro will host number 3, Wilson Prep in the 1A East. In the 2A West, Monroe, the 3 seed, will host Brevard, the 9 seed. And in the 2A East, Northeastern, the 1 seed, will host the 2 seed, Whiteville. 3A West, Hickory, the 3 seed, will host the 8 seed, West Charlotte, and what might be the most points ever scored in a North Carolina football game.
If it's up to me, that's how I'd look at it right now. But West Charlotte's defense is pretty good. I don't think they've given up a little over 100 this year.
They are, but it's Hickory.
Oh, I know. Hickory can score if anybody.
It could be 81-81 in 10 overtimes at the end of the night on that one. But yeah, West Charlotte will go to Hickory, and they both have the same color. So good luck deciphering who's on which side. Jacksonville beats number 1 Havelock in the East. They're the 12 seed. They'll go to number 2 71st next week. 71st is the name of the high school for you folks listening and not watching on YouTube. You can watch the show every Saturday live on YouTube. Huff loses Grimsley. So Grimsley's the 1 seed. They'll host the 2 seed Weddington in the 4A West, and Cardinal Gibbons, the 2 seed, will host the 5 seed Rolesville in the 4A East.
Yeah, I heard you guys breaking down J.H. Rose, the 30 seed. You guys were trying to figure out how a 30 seed got that far.
Yeah, do you know?
No. I mean,
I'm not even concerned about how they got that far. I'm more concerned about how they got in.
they were 4-8, were they not?
I think they were 2 and something.
2-8.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if they were 5-8 and they'd won 3 playoff games, they were 2-8. So how are they even a 30 seed in the 3A playoffs? So that means
I would
Stuart
say
Kramer was 4-7.
But I heard you guys looking up the score, so it didn't say like forfeit.
Or North Gaston was 3-7.
No, they
So
won.
that's
3
what I was
games.
expecting you guys to find, that they had an illegal player and had to forfeit some games.
I Googled it and read I read a few newspaper articles and couldn't find it. JP, your phone's in here. It's sitting right here. That was what you're looking for. Anyway, yeah, you left it in here. Looking ahead to next year, guys, real quick, we do have the little quick breakdown of some of the next Saturday, guys, we're going to announce I do got to announce this. The Numbers Bookkeeping and Tax Service Cleveland County Player of the Week will have a nomination from all 4 Cleveland County schools, and we're going to give a trophy away to the winner. We're going to vote on it this week amongst the KTC staff and give away a Cleveland County Numbers Bookkeeping and Tax Service Player of the Year. We've given away a Player of the Week every week. We'll go through those as well and let you guys know. Classifications next year, they've got 8 of them. We have no one in our area in the 8, no one in the 7. We'll start in the 6. Ashbrook, Freedom, Kings Mountain, North Iredale, Statesville, and St. Stephen's are your local teams in the 4A. Oh, no, 6A West is the closest teams I could find to us. Charlotte Catholic's in there. And everybody's asking, like, and we kind of discussed a little bit for the show. Are they going to go the combinations 5As and 6As to keep some of these teams a little closer, schools a little closer, or are they going to go strictly the 6As across? We believe and we're told, correct, guys, that they're going to go 5 6s and 4s 5s, however, combos. Mm-hmm. They do. They just do the RPI anyway, so it don't really matter. I think I don't know. You would like to see them together, but like Terry, do you want Ashbrook traveling to AC Reynolds for a conference game?
Why not?
Conference soccer game.
Why not?
Conference wrestling or conference any of those. Why not travel? That's all I'm saying.
Tom, when you were at
No
Crest,
fans.
did y'all play at
Gas
Watauga?
money.
We did not. When I was at Crest, we played Harding. We played West Charlotte, Olympic,
Okay.
West Meck. We played a lot of the Meck County. We did go to golf matches. I mean, we got out of school at 12.
So you weren't,
right.
because I know Crest went to that mountain conference.
They went in the that's when my brother Danny played. That
Okay.
was in the late 90s. In the early 90s, we were still in the Charlotte Conference.
Okay, so we're basically talking about the same travel. Going to Charlotte, going to Watauga.
Yeah, but if you
maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes,
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, but if you go to Watauga, you're not told to keep your helmet on until you get on the bus. So I think I'd rather go to Watauga. But I think some other factors come into play. You know, traveling to Charlotte, I'd rather go the other way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go to Charlotte and play those schools. But most of their ADM should be well above ours. I mean, Kings Mountain would be the only one that's even close, and their travel wouldn't be too bad to Gaston and Charlotte.
I just want them to get it right. I mean, if you're going to go to all these different segments, 8 different ones, put everybody, and then let them pick who they want to play outside. But if you're 1A, you play all 1A. If you're 2A, you play all 2A. Quit combining these
You
things.
mean for conference play?
Yeah, because,
So-
I mean, you got to end up coming up with the same thing we just went through with Shelby
you
and
okay with- are you
Cherylville and
okay
all
with
of them
are
playing
you-
somebody else.
Are you okay, though, with conferences only having 6 teams in them then?
That's fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure because you're going to have to go low because there's only 58, 60 teams in each in each division. So the playoffs are going to be 32 teams, I imagine, unless they just everybody's in. So if you look in the 5As, you're just asking about Crest. They're sandwiched between, right in the middle of the 5A at 1098, between North Lincoln and North Gaston. On the south side of Crest is North Gaston, East Lincoln, and South Point. On the top side, North Lincoln, Forest View. I said North Gaston. Yeah, North Gaston, East Lincoln, and Southwest. On the top side of Crest is North Lincoln, Forest View, Hunter Huss, Monroe, and Hickory would be the teams closest to our area for if you was going to put a conference and went out that way. Looking at the 4A, we have, this is where it starts to get a little interesting because we got, like we said, now these are the official, supposed to be final numbers for drawing up the conferences. So Stuart Kramer, High Brighton, Burns, East Gaston, Bandy's, Fred T. Ford, East Burke, RS Central, Maiden, Bunker Hill, Lincoln Charter, Newton Conover, Brevard, and then the very bottom of the 4A class, I know they won't be in one of our conferences, though, is the Reidsville Rams. So you'll have to go through Reidsville to win a state championship, Tom.
Great. I like most of those. I don't want to go to Brevard. I've been there once. I'll go ahead and tell you I'm not enamored with them, just put it lightly like that. I mean, they do have a good football program. It would be a competitive game, but a lot of those schools I think would be competitive. You know, Reidsville will be tough they always, you know, that 6'9" kid's not going to be there forever.
Ford, Eastburg, RS Central. How about being how about possibly being in a conference with
No, he came back.
Who?
That kid came back.
I know, but he's going to Oregon.
Yeah, but he's got one more year.
He's got one more year too.
I know that.
Tom,
I'm just saying that's where he's going.
What about you guys possibly being in the conference with Maiden? Have y'all played Maiden at all?
It's been a long time.
Bunker Hill and RS Central bring
Bunker Hill
some Rutherford County football back to you.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that, you know, the border counties, Rutherford, Lincoln. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, when you start going to Rutherford to Lincoln, you know, Terry, there's really no way to get there. It just takes a while. I mean, it's an hour from Rutherford to Lincoln.
Well, heck, Terry, how long is it from West Lincoln to East Lincoln?
Yeah,
on a bus?
About
an hour? How long does it
45 minutes.
How long does it take to get to Kings Mountain from Burns, Tom, now?
Yeah, on a bus is probably 40 minutes.
That's just across the county like that. So we're looking, all right, now at the 3A. Here's where you are, Terry. West Lincoln in there. Pretty much right in the middle of it almost, with East Rutherford and Drone right below them. Right above them, local schools, West Caldwell. I don't know if they'll send them down this far again. Patton, Hendersonville, Shelby, and Lincoln. So you're looking at a Lincoln and Shelby West Lincoln conference, Tom.
East Burke in there?
They're in the 4A.
They're
with Burns.
Okay.
So East Burke is with Burns. So I'm going to read this again. Lincoln and Shelby, Hendersonville, Patton. I'm going down from highest numbers. So Shelby is the highest 3A school. I mean, not Shelby, but Lincoln is the highest. Shelby's the second. Hendersonville the third. Then Patton, West Caldwell, West Lincoln, East Rutherford, Drone, Polk County, Chase, and Bessemer City will be your local 3A high schools. Bessemer's at the bottom of that. And
I've heard Bessemer being in our conference along with Drone and Patton. So,
well, that's the ones with the closest numbers. So there you go. Lincoln and Shelby, Patton, West Lincoln, Drone, East Rutherford, Chase, Polk County, and Bessemer City could possibly be a 3A conference if they kept it all three, if they don't mix it. So that's why we say if they mix it. So and this is, so you got the 2As, Cherryville, Highland, and Mountain Island are your only 2As on this side of the state, it looks like, for in anything close. But no, they've got just trying to go through here and see. Corvion might be in their conference. That's kind of, they're in our area. Cherokee, there's really nothing close. So Terry, will be in a Cherokee's conference.
Oh,
that's
God.
fine.
Terry's, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. Once you get in some of these,
they're gonna mix
1As and 2As. The mixing is going to have to maybe happen. Thomas Jefferson's the only 1A school in our area, and I couldn't even name more 90% of those academies. You know, you guys, they talked about, are we going to split them up into charters or whatnot? By doing the numbers, they kind of almost do anyway, because this 1A group is almost nothing but charter schools and academies. So Highland Tech, for you folks does have more students than Cherryville right now by 50. So there you go.
Well, they pull from the old county. So,
all right. Any comments or things to go across the board for
I
high
just
school
have
football
no.
before we
I
end the
just
year?
have no faith in the state of North Carolina to get this correct. I'm just going to go ahead and tell
Me
you.
neither.
I mean,
That's me.
I have no faith in them whatsoever. They will screw this up. It'll be a disaster, and they won't care. It'll be a disaster, and they'll tell you it's great. They'll look you right in the face and say, "Yeah, this is the greatest thing. We have the greatest people," and they'll all pat each other on the back and talk about how great this guy is who helped out and all that. And then old Highland Tech will be getting beat 80-0 by Shelby again. I mean, it's just stupid, man. But
Well, I still
we'll
think,
see. We'll see what happens. I mean, that's just kind of what you do. Well, like when you're in the bureaucracy, you just tell them, just say everybody else is great.
You've got to learn though from where you made a mistake, and they've seen this. If they do not see what they did here was wrong, and they come back and do it again,
But Terry, that takes takes a certain level of intelligence to be self-reflective,
Yeah, I know.
does it not? I mean, it's
especially when
like,
I'm asking a question and they'll say, "Ask somebody else." Now, what was you talking
I
about?
mean, that's the way they do. That's the bureaucratic mindset. It doesn't matter. Whatever we did was right.
Every time I think about that, it makes me mad.
Whatever we did was right. And what everybody else did was obviously wrong. And if they would just see it our way, they could, it's just dumb. They'll get this wrong. It'll be screwed up. Just wait.
I still think it'll be geographical, and it'll be mixed class. Because I would love to see if Lincoln County, Cleveland County conference. That way, but you'll have different class.
Or even if it was Cleveland, Rutherford, it makes too much sense geographically. The schools are all of similar size.
Yeah.
You would actually sell a few hot dogs because the East Rutherford crowd will come to Burns. Burns will go to East Rutherford.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's like and like Kevin's always talking about hot dog sales. Well, let's make the hot dog conferences because they can actually, I think, would be pretty competitive. Yeah. Would you not? I mean, or Cleveland, Lincoln. I mean,
I'm looking around.
I'm fine
who's
with
in there
that.
with Cherville? Where? I mean,
you're going to stick him in there with. You're going to have to stick him as an oddball in with like a Cleveland Lincoln or a Cleveland Rutherford. They're going to get slaughtered in football
If you're going to mix,
or put them with Mountain Island.
If you're going to mix Cherryville with the ones above them, you would obviously throw Bessemer in that group for the conference. Let me find the actual 5A, 3. Here we go, 3A. So Cherryville would be the 2A. Bessemer's at the bottom of the. So Cherryville, Terry, is right smack dab in the middle of the 2A. Mountain Island Charter is near the top. They're the 5th highest. Highland Tech's about 12th highest.
So those
students. 3
could be in a conference. Who else is close out of them 3?
I'm going to read you the list.
Okay.
Camden County, South Stokes, Queens Grant, Research Triangle, Community School of Davidson, Perquimans, Starmount, Manio, Raleigh, Holmes, Avery County, North Rowan, Bertie, Swain County, Franklin, Academy, not Franklin, Albemarle High School, Tarboro, East Carteret, East Bladen, Bradford, American Leadership Academy of Johnston, Union High School, East Wilkes, South Stanley, Warren County, Piedmont Classical, Bishop McGinnis, Lakewood, Hopton, Triangle Math, Langtree, West Columbus, Rosewood, Corvion, Lejeune, Gates County Senior, Christ the King, Pamlico, Southside, Murphy, Voyager, Cornerstone, Sugar Creek, East Wake, Greystone, Elkin, North Duplin, Northampton.
Yeah, it's Duplin.
Yeah, I know. Allegheny, Roxborough, Eno, Henderson, Cherokee, Hayesville, and Northwest Halifax Collegiate and Technical Academy.
Good luck.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere for them to go but up.
Yeah.
That's
To
what I'm saying.
play
So
in a
if you're gonna
conference
if they're going to mix, yeah. So
What, 3 schools around them? Close? 3 or
yeah.
4?
So do they mix them since they're the 2A though, Terry? They're going to move them up because they're going to the 1A's got to mix with somebody. So those are going to mix down, right? Wouldn't they go 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 7A, 8A if they're going to mix anything to make any sense?
Well, it should, but I'm not saying what we do.
They might
here.
not geographical. They might get smart and do a little bit, but yeah. So if Cherryville was going to be playing 3A schools in their conference locally, it's going to look like one of our old conferences, Terry. Cherryville, Highland, Mountain Island, of course, then Bessemer, Chase, Polk County, Drone, East Rutherford, and West Lincoln are your next closest schools.
So basically, Cherryville could be in a conference with only 2 teams playing for.
That one playoff.
Yeah.
I've been in a conference like
Yeah.
that. I remember it was the 3A schools in it. There was 2A and 3A. I think it was us and Kings Mountain.
Well,
And
the
soccer.
thing about it is, Terry, that the state doesn't take that into account anyway. No matter anyway, all they take into account is your RPI. So it don't matter what it's your record, your opponent's record, and your opponent's record. So it doesn't matter what level you play to the state. That's why you have Irwin at 1 in the 3A getting smoked by West Charlotte 50-0 or whatever, 80-0 or however bad it was. But
don't worry, they'll sit around and tell everybody how it's great. Oh, this Max Price, great. It nailed it. We're the best ever, aren't we? Yes, tell us. I mean, it's stupid. It's just stupid. Whatever.
all right, folks, we'll be back in a few moments. We got that's the wrong one. College football to talk about, NBA, NFL, and more. KDCBroadcasting.com.
You could be the winner of a $1,000 Christmas shopping spree. It'll be given away Friday, December 20th, just in time for Christmas. Register to win today at one of our participating sponsors, including Annalise Boutique on Main Street in downtown Cherryville, West End Hardware on the Vesper City Road, Gastonia, at Deja Vu Consignments on Main Street in downtown Cherryville, at Moss Drugstore on West Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, at Possum Hollow Farms on Pleasant Drive in Shelby, at Holly's Flowers on West Graham Street in Shelby, at Family Auto on Highway 74 Bypass East in Shelby, at Victoria Stevens on West Warren Street in Uptown Shelby, at Honda Motorcycles on Highway 74 Bypass East in Shelby, and at the Green Relief on Highway 150 East in Cherryville. So register today for the $1,000 Christmas shopping spree, brought to you by Downtown Radio, WAGY, and KTC Broadcasting.
For 55 years, Carolina Federal Credit Union in Cherryville has been serving our community for our financial needs, and they continue to do so today. With checking accounts with no minimum balance, competitive saving yields including money markets and certificates of deposit, also low interest loans, financial education resources, and more. Find out more. Visit the website at carolinafcu.org. Carolina Federal Credit Union, 1200 East Church Street in Cherryville, a staple of our community for 55 years.
For all of your printing needs, see Modern Printing of Cherryville. Get your full-color business cards at Modern Printing of Cherryville, along with your full-color brochures. Get multicolor letterhead and multicolor envelopes. Just call 704-435-6112 or email at modern_printing@ymail.com. Modern Printing, located 902 East Main Street, Cherryville. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m. That's Modern Printing of Cherryville. Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Shelby wants to wish you a season full of light and laughter for you and your family. We bring you the best wishes for a joyous Christmas filled with love, happiness, and prosperity. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located at 1310 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at marburgerchryslerjeepdodgeram.com. Like them on Facebook too. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Bennett Insurance Agency in downtown Cherryville, your Erie insurance agent. As the holiday is upon us, we find ourselves reflecting on the past year and on those who have helped to shape our talent. We value our relationship with you and look forward to working with you in the year to come. We wish you a season and a new year filled with peace and prosperity. Merry Christmas to all from Bennett Insurance Agency, 116 West Main Street, downtown Cherryville.
Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lincoln. We're thinking of you this holiday season, and we wish you a joyful holiday. And we want to take this time and thank you for your business. And we're looking forward to serving you soon. And come in now and ask about the Red Tag Sales event going on. So we wish you a Merry Christmas and a magical holiday season. This wish from everyone at Abernathy Chevrolet Buick GMC, 1445 East Main Street in Lincoln.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. They're doing talk about some more sports now.
Good morning, JP.
Good morning.
All right, how was our breakfast every day? Every day. This one, geez. Every Saturday is brought to you by McDonald's. I'll get it out right. And I had a egg and cheese biscuit this morning and working on my strawberry banana smoothie. Shannon, what'd you have today?
I had a plain biscuit.
Plain biscuit.
Nothing on it.
Terry?
I had a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin with a hash brown.
Tommy, what you eat today?
I had a bacon a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, which was chips actually. So I ate chips breakfast, and I love McDonald's coffee. But guess what? I didn't get any this morning. I would really love a McDonald's coffee right about now, but I didn't get that. Now usually I enjoy delicious hash brown, and I had to look at this fool over here eat his. And I didn't get mine, but that's okay.
He's not salty at all.
Not salty at all. Not a bit. Just
I
watch him
did ask
chomp
you
it
if you
down
wanted half of
after
it.
you took a big bite out of it.
Well,
It's okay. I'll get over it. You know
He
what?
could bit the other end.
You know what?
Terry.
You know what? At least I had a little egg. I mean, old Confederate veteran over here had hardtack and coffee this morning. Shannon, it's like I had a plain biscuit.
He don't even have coffee. He don't even drink coffee.
Don't even drink
Terry,
coffee.
you drink coffee?
no.
JP, you drink coffee?
No.
There's something wrong with you guys, man.
There's one person in here that drinks coffee, and we're the ones.
I just don't understand. That's why, the late great Steve Robert, man. I just he and I, we just always enjoy coffee.
Me
man.
and him got it together because his first words to me, Terry, you drink coffee? And I said, no. And he goes, do you mind going up there to McDonald's and getting me one? I said, Steve, I'll do that every week you want me to, bud.
I can remember like coming in when I did the post game show, and I just happened to I've always ground my own beans, and I said, hey Steve, I said I'll bring you some coffee because I came in. Steve was just like he was like, oh man, it's the greatest thing ever.
So Tom manufactures and distributes his own drugs in the mornings.
I do.
His own stimulants. He does.
I do. I made a joke.
Where there's something wrong with us, he's the only one doing drugs before he comes in. Terry Shannon.
I need drugs to deal with this place every Saturday. This is worse than my fourth period class. That's all I gotta say. I thought my fourth period class is a little unruly. This place is. I'd rather deal with that than come in here and deal with you
Tom,
guys.
when you come in here, you get facts, and sometimes you don't like facts.
No, I get more facts in fourth period.
You know what I'm saying?
I get more facts in fourth period when I say, why's your head down? Because you're boring. That's probably a fact. But here I get no facts. I get like, you're just your gibberish over there, whatever you pops into that brain fog of yours. Just blurt out your mouth.
Shannon, are you following on? I'm glad you showed up. I'm glad you showed up this morning. Thanks for coming in.
Shannon's just taking it all in.
Yeah.
Chip couldn't make it in this
Enjoying
morning. I do got, we do have some fun things to talk about and go over this morning. And I've got, so you guys, we got some followers, listeners online. We do. And for our NASCAR giveaway, how about one of our our fans?
How about that?
And Terry, I ain't even told you what this is yet. So how about one of our fans, folks, one of our listeners, I got to pull up the name. I better get that right before I say it. J&J's Collectibles. They do iRacing. And Terry, they designed a car for our Saturday morning show since we gave them some tickets to Martinsville for the folks at home. And there is the KTC broadcasting car on iRacing. Now, I don't know if anybody can use it or if it's just for his own cars or whatever.
Can I drive it for a year?
Well, it's not a real car, Terry, but yeah, you could.
Why not?
If you do
Terry,
iRacing.
If there was a KTC car, do you think anybody but Kevin would be able to drive that? You could just forget it. You'd be on the pit crew. You're not driving that car. You can change
That
the
little
tires.
green circle in the back, Terry, you can put gas in that right there.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
gotta
I
put
figured. I'd be the
in there.
gas man. Yeah.
No, we ain't driving that car.
I don't
That's
have
Kevin
I don't
Hall.
have a. This is a screenshot, so I don't have a full clear shot of the
I
car.
wouldn't
and how
want to be
great it looks,
around
probably.
Tom doing that.
But that's what it looks like on the screen that on his screen in his living room that they sent us. Did Terry like the number of it there?
Yeah, I like that. Can I have a die cast out of that?
Yeah, you might.
The big die cast?
I don't know, Terry.
I mean, why
At
couldn't
this
you?
point in this world, I'm pretty sure you should be able to get custom die casts.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know.
With
the
a
website
3D
or
printer,
whatever.
you should be able to make that.
Possibly too. So there you go, Terry. We had that, and then my next question, Terry. We're trying to figure out what's going on here, Terry. Now, Tom, you like Christmas, don't you?
Yeah.
I think I know where we're going.
Terry really likes Christmas, and I just don't. I want to know
What is this?
This is our elf, man. He has to visit different rooms, different days.
What do y'all do at West Lincoln?
Huh?
Yeah, come on, man.
He does nothing.
Going
Don't you
on?
start getting your text messages about 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I do.
Just keep
Yeah.
coming in. He does nothing over there.
Grayson Gilbert is our elf of the year. And he does different stuff every day.
Isn't that the boy who played goalkeeper on the soccer team?
Yep.
Okay.
That's him.
Yeah.
Yep. He'll let you know all about it.
Yeah.
When you mess up, Tom.
Student.
Tom, when you mess up,
We actually got along.
Is he the one that
pretty
lets
good.
the referees
He
know?
went, you're friends with Mr. McKee. I'm like, yeah. He said, yeah, he told me you were a soccer ref. I was like, yeah, he's a pretty good kid. But I just thought I recognized him. I said, that looks like the goalkeeper over there. He's tall, though. He looks like a faculty member in that picture.
That's what I was asking. Is this a student and young teacher or what?
no, he's a student.
So for the people on the radio, Tom, what's going on here?
Well, it looks like Terry is being toilet papered. Literally, like they're wrapping him in toilet paper.
Or are they just cleaning up the duty over at the?
I don't know
At
what
Wesleyan
I
High
don't know what
School?
the purpose of this is, but
They need to start taking all
The elf's got to
stickers
be
off the
in different
refrigerators back
places,
there.
man,
look
every
at all,
day.
look at all that Terry's got in there. He's got a fridge in there. He's got a microwave,
Microwave.
in there. He's got a little kitchenette.
Got
Every
flair.
day is
Look at all the
game
flair.
day. Yeah.
I gave you that.
You know?
Yep. Every day.
Pencil
is game
sharpener.
day. Yeah. To make the kids write sentences like old school. Instead of, don't look up.
You,
write
you,
it.
you definitely
So this-
know I'm a pack
So
man.
we have an official picture of what Terry does at school now, Tom.
Yeah, that's
You've
what
been
he
wondering
does.
this whole time, and this is what he does.
Have a little fun while you're there, Tom. You go to your boring class and have people go to sleep because you're dull.
That's okay.
Yeah, there you go. At
That's
least we
exciting.
do. They get excited
Everyone goes to
over at
sleep
West
there.
Lincoln. We're the leader in me school. I don't know what Burns is.
Yeah, that's a quality educational opportunity right there. Glad you're proud of that, Terry.
Well, I do want to say, good morning, everybody. Over at the Kings Mountain Parade today, you can see the Calvin and my son riding in the green machine. My daughter will be with her dance group today. They are performing also at the theater there downtown Kings Mountain. The Grinch. The Grinch. She is the Little Mayor. It is a reproduction of the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch. So she's the Little Mayor. Is her little part. So she gets to troll the Grinch, and she's what a hack job and some other stuff like that. So that fits her pretty good. She's good at trolling all her. She's the only girl in the family, so Terry, she's learned to talk a little smack to the boys a little bit. So that kind of
Hey, at her, how old is she now?
She's
At her
10
age,
now.
there you go. That's right.
She's starting
Because
to
she'll probably outperform half of them guys.
Well, he came in complaining the other day that she was trying to tell him what to do. I was like, hey.
Get used to
used
it,
to
buddy.
it,
For your rest of your life, sir.
Yeah, get used to it.
Sorry about that.
Even when you're driving, they're going to tell you how to drive.
Oh God.
True.
Well, we do got news that we got to kind of break and talk about. That down in Chapel Hill last week, my sister and her sons and her husband Andrew, Ethan, their sons Liam and Ethan, they got to see Mac Brown's last game in Chapel Hill, like we predicted, Terry, that he was going to be gone. And college football time. Let's talk a little bit about that. You want to talk about the State Carolina game, Terry?
All I'm going to do is say I sent out some tweets, and I know I didn't send y'all none because I know how, well, Shannon over here and Tom over here and Chip and Zach and all y'all take it sometimes, and Calvin. I didn't send y'all one.
You predicted State would
I
lose.
did. But how impressed was I with the way the Pack come out there and played? We sent Mac Brown. Since Mac Brown's come back, and
You win
see,
by 3.
wait a minute, listen to me.
You won by 3.
Wait a minute, hold on. Will you let somebody finish?
Go ahead.
Tom,
Go ahead.
I'm telling you. But
you
since
too
Mac Brown's come back, they have went a perfect. Mac Brown has won twice, while North Carolina State's won 5 times. Overall, Mac Brown in his career is a perfect 7 wins and 11 losses to North Carolina State.
How's that perfect?
That's perfect.
That doesn't make
We
any
love
sense.
it. Well, I had him spreading his arms out, and he says, hey, North Carolina State loves me. You know, and you're right. And now he's going to be gone. But now they want to talk about bringing Belichick, go ahead and bring that man in over. This is college. It's not the NFL. You're not going to be able to do what you can do now. So come on over there to Chapel Hill, and we'll send you with some losses as you head back up to wherever
Bill
you live
Belichick
at.
will beat NC State every single year.
He
he's
will
there.
not.
He will beat them every
There
single
you go, dreaming again.
Yeah, you better hope Bill Belichick doesn't go to Chapel Hill.
They won't take him.
Of course,
Carolina would be
It
smarter.
didn't work out with Herm Edwards at Arizona
No.
State. It doesn't always work, but I think it could. I mean,
Oh, Lordy, now
Bill
I'm already getting
Belichick
text.
is a little bit better than Herm Edwards, Tom.
he is.
Just a little slightly.
But I'm just saying,
but I don't know about bringing in a 74-year-old, 3-year-old coach, whatever he is. The deal is that is to name his son as the coach in waiting.
Okay.
So that's the supposed deal. And you know, do you remember what he looks like?
Now, I'm going to read this. This is a Carolina fan. Now, this is how quick, buddy, they got over to me already. Says, good morning. The Bill Belichick to the UNC rumors are growing stronger. He had a Zoom interview earlier in the week on Thursday. AD Bubba Cunningham and Chancellor Lee Roberts. Now, see, that's how quick. Met with him in person yesterday in New York City. A contract structure has been discussed. Belichick has put UNC on the clock to make him the job offer, so he will look at other schools. The AD, Bubba Cunningham, plans to meet with other candidates, Tulane coach, Army coach, and Iowa State coach. Also, according to Inside Carolina, there is pressure on Cunningham to hire Belichick. The pressure is coming from administration, board of trustees, and former players. Jason Barber is a Carolina man, so he should know. He does know. He keeps up with Carolina like the back of his hand, but he's like Shannon over here. Sometimes they go a little bit crazy, like this is our savior coming to save us, but Dave Dorn owns North Carolina, and we'll always own North
Where did I
Carolina.
get brought into that? Can you imagine Belichick coming to your living room and trying to recruit the
How did you
kid?
get brought into that?
Yeah, how in the world did I get brought into that?
Because Terry will just throw us all in the same nest at some point. We're looking at, I don't know, I wouldn't hire anybody to be my coach that had a mullet, so I don't know where we're going with this one. So there you go. There's the future of the Tar Heels. Shannon is Belichick's son. Tom, that's the deal. You got to name that guy.
Yeah. Tom Brady's not coming with you, Belichick.
The coach in waiting, right? Yeah,
That's right.
He's got a losing record all the time with that Tom Brady, don't he?
That's right. Tom Brady's
You
not
see
coming
Tom
with
Brady
you.
get beat by a high school kid in a quarterback competition. Did y'all see that?
Well, he is 50.
Yeah, but still, it's Tom Brady. Got beat by a 17-year-old kid.
He should.
Oh, my
He's
God.
playing pro ball 2 years ago, man.
All Tom Brady's got to do is say, look
I
at
don't
these
even know what
rings.
they- I
Look
don't
at
even know
these
what they-
7 rings I got.
But what is Belichick's son's name? Do we even know? Steve. Let's see. Let's look up. I want to see. I love some Steve Belichick pictures. Oh, here we go. There you go, Tar Heel fans. There you go, Tar Heel fans.
There you go. Yeah, good job.
Well, speaking of drugs, Tom, he drinks a lot of coffee at least, is what I'll say. There's a lot of stimulants in that mullet and in those faces. Whatever
He's a little strange.
whatever the greenies are that the baseball players are taking. I'm making accusations here,
I know.
Terry.
Yeah, State fans, though, we're sorry he's leaving.
Now
We appreciate it.
Now, Terry, here's the question I got, and I'm trying to make some sense of this. Why is the leading candidate not Sean Clark from Appalachian State? He walked right into Chapel Hill and spanked Mac Brown in his face. He should be on the. Shouldn't he be interviews in Chapel Hill?
App's a better job.
Huh?
I don't know.
Probably 50-50.
What, he's
Probably
gone too
50-50.
up there, ain't
But there's more money in Chapel Hill. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sean
That's what
Clark
I'm
was
saying.
fired.
he? Yeah.
He beat Mac Brown in Chapel Hill. Shouldn't he be on the short list in Chapel Hill for beating him in Chapel Hill? Mac Brown got fired at Appalachian too.
Yeah. He only got to play State up our 1 year, and we sent him right on out the pack, buddy.
I'm just
With a loss.
trying to figure out the math on the math on this. So anyway, Wolfpack beats the Tar Heels. There's your Tar Heel football situation. I'll say this: I don't see how like if you're getting Belichick in there, that's in this we're throwing a lot of money, name, image, likeness type thing, try to go the 3 or 4, 5 year type deal. This ain't a future of Carolina at all.
No.
He's 70-something years old.
That's,
Like,
he's
that's what I'm
72.
saying. Like,
72 years old.
Like if you don't have money, like what do you? I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know if that's a good deal at all. To be honest,
I mean, if you bring him in, what you gonna have? His contract's gonna go for what, 3 to 5 years? I mean, am I right, Shannon? 3 to 5 years.
At least 3. I would say at least.
Yeah,
well, they usually
I mean,
have to get the kids to want to come and stay and commit to play. I know.
Bring back Butch
I know everybody's
Davis.
only under
That'd be
1 year
cool.
deals now, so it don't really matter. Now we're going to talk about a little bit about this college football playoff stuff here.
oh lordy,
and get that. We're gonna get it situated, right? Situated. Now I got a bunch of little ones to go through and see if I can get through these, and we'll make some comments as we go. And because there's a lot, obviously. So let's look. First of all, let's make fun of. Let's make fun of SMU for a little bit. SMU posted this for the ACC championship game. Where exactly do they think Charlotte is?
yeah, I know,
they don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
They've got it like it's in Colorado.
Sounds like Boulder, Yeah.
That's the. I guess the graphic. I'm sure they weren't guessing. Hope they weren't guessing that's North Carolina, and that's just what. Maybe they Google searches that. They probably AI'd that. Maybe they AI'd that. But anyway, that's SMU.
Well, that's a neat picture,
We're
but
going
it's
to play
like
at Charlotte.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The ACC championship game.
Looks like the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah.
It's exactly what. There's nothing in Boone that looks like that. I'm telling you.
Ah,
All right, guys, let's do some math. I'm gonna call out a bunch of these maths, and there's a bunch of these, so follow along with me, okay? All right, here we go. How about Army's only loss
they need to be in.
is to Notre Dame.
Yeah, I agree.
They won their conference
Beat Tulane twice.
11-1, and they beat former SEC champion Tulane twice. Terry says
Yeah,
they will not be in the college football playoffs. Notre Dame, whose only loss is to Northern Illinois, did not win a conference title. They get in, Terry.
I know.
All right.
Go on into
Here's some more fuzzy. I got a
the
lot of
SEC.
I got a lot
Yeah,
of fuzzy math.
I
How
mean
about
it's a
this?
lot.
The bias of the Big Ten SEC that was told about us all through these years was destroyed this year because a Pac-12 school just won the Big 12, a Pac-12 school just won the Big 10, an AAC school just won the ACC, and a Big 12 school will win the SEC.
There you go.
So none of the conferences have any. Not even the defending champion defend it. Nobody from the conference defended the conference championships this year. So all new schools comes in and start winning. All right, Shannon, you want to pronounce this guy's name? We can go ahead and skip it.
No, we
Eastern
good.
Michigan announces they needed a stud linebacker, and they know a guy. It's Kanega, is how it's pronounced.
Kanega.
But if you read it out there, we talked about it last night. That K, hopefully it's not being silent, is what Bomani Jones said the other day on TV when talking about the kid. All right, Tulane coach talking about some of this, the high profile job openings. This is the BS meter, boys. Y'all ready? None of that is really relevant to me. I'm locked into this game. I'm pumped. I can't wait for next year. That's not denying anything, is he? About all the.
Yeah.
Did he get smacked by Army?
Yes, that's what we were just talking about.
Twice.
Yeah. So I mean, what?
He's the big name on the market right now, Tom. So,
I just don't.
but
understand.
they asked him about it, and he basically tried to deny.
Sometimes I
it, didn't
get
do a good
Tulane
job
and
of it.
Tulsa mixed up. It's like, wait a minute.
Urban Meyer rumors this week all around the place. Tom Jay Crawford says that he's interested in coming back.
No.
Wait, that's funny. We talked
He
about it
could
last
beat
week.
Michigan.
That's what I'm
Beat him
saying.
7 times in a row.
Well, okay, then why not get him back? You telling me that if they had him or Day up for who do you want, that everybody in the world's going to say bring Meyer back? Bring somebody back that can beat them.
If he wants to come back, why'd he quit in the first place?
Well, he wanted better job, man.
No.
Better job.
No, he said he had health problems.
Mac Brown's record against ACC opponents. 3 teams he had a winning record. 4 teams he had a winning record against. Miami was 5-0, 5-1 against Duke, 4-1 Wake Forest, and 2-0 against Syracuse. 3-3 against Virginia and 2-2 against Virginia Tech. Losing records to Pittsburgh State, 1-1 against Boston College, Florida State, Georgia Tech. Never beat Clemson, never beat Notre Dame. Did not play Louisville and the other ACC stalwarts, Cal, SMU, and Stanford, while he was in North Carolina. That's the second go round, not this one. I mean, not included in the first one, obviously.
He'll go back to TV and probably make more money.
All right, let's see. Here, this is what I had last week before last week's game, Terry. Genty, this is what I was talking about on the on his contact.
Yeah, there you go. 222.88, add 209 more to it.
So that's what he had. He's first in college football, second Omarion Hampton from North Carolina.
24.97.
He's got more yards than Hampton after contact. So that's how many yards that this kid is racking up. It's just he's making contact and then getting the yardage. So it's tough to bring down up there in Boise. All right, I got a bunch of them. There's a lot of college football fussing, fighting over here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll talk about them in a minute. All right, let's see. I'm going to read some Lane Kiffin stuff here for a second. All right, South Carolina lost to both of them, and their best win is against Clemson. Ole Miss and Alabama best win is against Georgia. Georgia beat Clemson 34-3. Safe to say South Carolina's out, and it's between Ole Miss and Alabama. Ole Miss has 9 wins, outscoring. This is insane. Let's just go into this. Common opponents both beat Georgia. Rebels won by 18. Bama won by 7. Both beat South Carolina. Rebels won by 24. Why is it so offensive to say 2 teams from the ACC deserve to get in a 12-team playoff, Terry, for these SEC fans? And we knew it, and I told you guys from the start. Ohio State, Alabama, Notre Dame Invitational. They can lose 3 games. 3 at the most. They can lose. They definitely lose 2 and still be in no matter what. North Carolina, can NC State lose 2 games and get in these playoffs, Terry, at any point?
Well, so that's what I'm going to say here, and it's nothing against Clemson. Clemson had 2 opportunities. They lose to Georgia. Start of the year, like they said, you was talking last week, people go, okay, that's the start of the year. But then you're playing South Carolina, and you blow it. That's what happened. You blew the game. And you lose to them. So you had a couple opportunities to beat a SEC team that you lost to both of them. So even if you win today, you shouldn't even be allowed to be in it.
Isn't the aggravating thing is that we don't know the actual criteria?
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Because one, like Shannon might say, I'm taking the worst losses or the best losses. And then someone's going to say, I'm going to take the best wins or the worst wins.
But their losses over here to a South Carolina, to a Georgia, is better than a Notre Dame loss to Northern Illinois. Yeah, Illinois.
So how about Ole Miss, 30, Ole Miss and Illinois? Let's compare these two. Okay. Ole Miss lost to unranked Kentucky, Florida, and 8-4 LSU. Illinois, same strength of schedule basically, lost to number 4 Penn State, number 1 Oregon, and a 1-possession game to Minnesota. So who had the better losses? Ole Miss or Illinois? But then Ole Miss had better wins. So that's what I'm saying. Like, without actual qualifications, this is what college football people want is because this allows the Alabamas to, well, we can argue ourselves into a playoff. This blows my, we are actually arguing yourselves into a playoff, not qualifying. And like Tom had said before, and I'm take the 8 teams that make the conference champions. Then you take your group of 4 or 5 champions. How hard is that? And if you don't like your conference, leave it. Because all y'all complain about is how much money you make. We're making this money, we want this much money. But then you get in there and say, well, we got a tough schedule, Terry. Well, how do you say I'm the 4th best team in the conference and I deserve to be in a playoff? Why?
I agree. I agree with that.
What is your argument?
You're not even playing in the championship.
That's what I'm saying. If you can't make your conference championship.
In my system, Ohio State would not be in the college football playoff. You would not be.
Who's in the Big Ten championship?
Penn State and
Oregon.
And I know people say, well, Ohio State had to play Oregon and Penn State didn't, and Indiana didn't, and I get that. And
but Ohio State beat Penn State.
But
But think about
at the same time, rules are rules, dude. Rules are rules, and if it was under my rules, I'll just go ahead and tell you, Ohio State would not be it would be Penn State and Oregon in the playoff because they made the conference championship game, and where the chips fell, you lost a 1-point game in Oregon. You had a chance to win it, you didn't. What do you do? You know what I mean?
Right.
What do you do? I mean, just.
Well, that's my point. We've already lost the games to the teams that already beat you. So why do you deserve a chance to beat them again? You've already been knocked out. So why do you get a second chance?
What gets me is like today, and you mentioned ACC. That's what I'm gonna stick with. Like the team on the bubble now is SMU, and they're gonna get penalized if Clemson beats them tonight, which is I don't know what's gonna happen. SMU's out, and they're gonna get penalized for playing in that championship game, like whereas in Alabama or whoever that 12 team is.
Or your Ohio State, you're in the
one loss.
The argument here, real quick, the argument in college football, which is the worst part about it, I think, is that you have to decide: do you want the 12 best teams by your opinion, or do you want the 12 teams that qualified for the playoffs? This is like us arguing, the Browns, Tom. Well, we beat the Steelers, we should be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. 3-10 or whatever our record is, we beat the Steelers, we should be in the playoffs. Tell you what, was it? You guys won the championship last year. We talked about Charlotte beating them, and we laughed at them. They went on and won the championship. Those losses to me don't really matter like that. In what you should qualify, and that's my 2 cents on it. Since that isn't the case, and we do have to argue about what's the prettiest team for some of these. So that's where it leaves us with the 4th place SEC team saying they deserve a spot over a 2nd place ACC or a second. Like, why would the ACC? Here's my question: why would the ACC and Big 12 even do any partnerships with those conferences whatsoever if that's how we're going to be viewed or treated? If we don't actually get the same seat at the table, you guys get 4. Let's say that before it started, right? Before it starts, to say SEC gets 4, then we won't have an argument about it. Then the SEC people can argue amongst themselves. ACC gets 2. But it's stupid to sit there and say we're all equal and then say we only get 1 and y'all get 4. Is that?
Yeah. Well, I put it like this. What we basically are here saying right now is Texas and Georgia, no matter what happens there, both of those teams are in.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That's what we're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But over on SMU and Clemson, we got an alternative here. SMU could go unbeaten in the regular season, lose 1 game, and be out.
Yeah. And what gets
now, how can that happen?
And this is another thing, too. All year long, 2 weeks ago, the ACC was the weakest conference there ever invented. But then Thanksgiving week, when Georgia Tech about beat Georgia, Georgia Tech's a pretty good ball team. And then now when South Carolina beats Clemson, they're saying, that's a big win for South Carolina. All year long, you've been saying the ACC's weak and they're not that good. So when did it become a great conference now? Like when, what's his name? Is it Beamer, the coach of South Carolina? He's like, we're the hottest team in the country. Well, according to everybody else, you just beat a pretty piss-poor Clemson team. Yeah. How are you the hottest team now? And it's that's driven me up the wall all week. But I don't get it. But yeah, talking about you, Tom, with Ohio State, they had a chance to beat Oregon, had a really good chance to beat Oregon, but then they blew it against Michigan.
You laid an egg at home. You can't run. See, with Ohio State, it's like I told you guys yesterday. Like I wasn't assuming a win because football's about matchups. Your weakness, offensive line. Their strength, defensive line. You can't run the football. If you can't run the football, and then they didn't adjust. You know what I mean? They just didn't adjust. Their defense played fine, caused some turnovers, but then at the end of the game, you get a penalty for too many men on the field, gives them a first down, makes you use all your timeouts. Then you have 4 plays on your last drive, you get 1 yard. You know what I'd say? You don't deserve it.
Right.
I'm just saying you don't deserve it. And I'm saying that as a fan because you just have to be objective. Like I want to see my team in the playoff. But that's what I would tell them. It's like you had a average Michigan team at home. You can't run the football, and then you can't coach, and then you get beat, and now you want in the playoff.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's just what I would tell those teams. You had your chance to win, and you didn't. That would shut all the Lane Kiffins up and all these other nonsense that if you didn't qualify for your conference championship game, then you are not in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a team like the NFC South.
Yep.
There's going to be a team in the NFL that's better than the NFC South champ.
And
that's
not
going to get in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's just, sorry, Charlie. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's how it should be.
I mean, but I think they like it because people get their popcorn and watch all this happen, and they need something in their lives because they don't want to play with their kids and they don't want to take their wife out to eat. They'd rather watch all these idiots on TV talk about how Lane Kiffin's getting cheated and da-da-da-da-da. I was like, look, just make it simple.
Like,
Well,
the fact that Alabama is 9-3 and we're just like, yeah, they're in, not even, whatever. So that just tells me that they can. How many games can we lose before they're automatically out?
Yeah.
Can I have that
I
number?
agree.
Can I have that number?
Because Alabama can't lose no more. They're 9-3. They're not going to fall out.
Can
They're
they
going to
lose 4
stay in
games
it.
and still make the playoffs according to a committee is what I want to know.
But right there's what you're talking about. Miami's on that little
But
edge
I would say this.
with 2 right below them. It's going to jump over them if something happens.
You're going to put Clemson in and bump Miami out. I would say that's what would have to happen, would it not, Shannon?
If SMU
Yeah,
loses,
You're
SMU,
the ACC,
where was
man.
SMU at?
You'd put
Hold
SMU's
on.
in and Miami's in. So if Clemson beats SMU, how do you not knock Miami out? Right?
I think Miami was out.
No, they were 12. Put it back
Yeah, they
up.
were number 12.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
there's
they were
no-
number 12.
If I'm Miami, I'm a huge SMU fan today.
Everybody who watched
Look at
last
that,
night
Shannon.
was hoping
Miami
Boise
is
State
I was
would
looking
lose.
I was looking at the AP. So you're talking about the one on the left.
Miami's 12. So if SMU is beaten by Clemson, Clemson takes their spot.
Yeah.
You have to bump SMU down to 12 and bump Miami
Okay,
out.
so SMU falls out with 2 losses, but a 3-loss team jumps in their spot.
Dude, what I'm saying is Clemson wins the
Clemson wins,
ACC. They're in. You're the automatic qualifier, correct?
Correct.
Correct. So how can you then punish SMU and knock them out and put Miami in, who's in the clubhouse, who's on the couch eating popcorn watching this game today?
Oh, you'd
There's
have to
no
put
way.
Miami out. Yeah, you'd have
You
to
have to put
bump
Miami out. If they don't, something's bad wrong. Bad wrong.
Correct.
You know?
So Tom is saying Miami shouldn't be in
Right.
unless SMU wins.
Unless SMU wins.
And if
because,
Clemson
yeah.
wins, Miami should be out because they're not in the conference championship game. You shouldn't advance as a third-place team, not in the championship team, over a team that's in the conference championship, correct?
There's
say
no
that
way
right.
you can. You cannot punish SMU for losing this game because if they lose, they have 2 losses anyway. Even with this loss, they have the same amount of losses as Miami, and they have an additional win. Did they? They didn't play head-to-head, though, this year, did they?
No, they
SMU?
did not. I just checked.
Yeah, they didn't
Anybody
play
below Alabama besides Clemson can win a championship. Arizona State, couldn't they win?
Mm-hmm.
So if
So
they
there
win,
you go.
Arizona
Let's think of
State's
this.
in.
Yeah.
If Arizona State and Clemson both win, don't that bump Alabama out?
I'll show you the thing right now.
who does Arizona State play?
Gosh, I can't answer 4 questions at once. I didn't bring y'all's computers, did I?
No.
There's
No,
some,
but
they're sitting in the next
I'm
room.
afraid to get on my phone today.
They play Iowa State. Right. No.
Today, yeah.
So 2 teams that are below, one of them's going to be a conference champion. And if Clemson wins, don't we bump Alabama out? They're number 11.
No, that's not how it works.
Clemson
Sherry.
wins,
That's
they'll bump
Alabama.
Miami out, leave Alabama in.
But you
And I
got
think
your Arizona State and Iowa State. Neither one of them are up there.
They'll bump SMU out. They'll keep
See,
Alabama. This game.
how can you do that?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Because little Nicky probably made a phone call.
Because
sure he
that's your 11th and 12th team. So if something happens and SMU's up at number 8 or 9, and then they should be the one that bumps out with 2 losses compared
agree
to
with
that Alabama with 3.
Yeah, I agree with that. But that's like, come Sunday, I don't even know if the committee's going to use this these bracket or this poll or rankings or anything. I think they're just going to say, okay, if that scenario happens, Terry, if Clemson wins and Arizona State wins, they're going to say, okay, they're in, and then we're going to bump Miami out, and we like Alabama better than SMU. We're going to bump SMU.
So
out,
basically,
leave
what's going to
Alabama out.
happen is the ACC is going to say, "We told you y'all was the worst conference. SMU's out, Miami's out."
I think that's what's going to. If Clemson, that's where it all boils down to is if SMU wins, then I don't think you have an argument. And if Arizona State wins, they'll keep Alabama in there and put SMU in front of Miami. Or no, I'm sorry, put Arizona State in front of Miami.
The only thing that's saving Ohio State right now is they got wins over 2 teams in the playoff.
Well, you're highly ranked too,
There's your-
so
You're up
you're
at the
not
top,
going to
yeah.
fall that far.
There's your projected. Yeah, you got the benefit of being named Ohio State.
Yeah, in Georgia. That's the difference
Like
in
if
those
North
two
Carolina
teams.
started the year at number 2 and had 2 losses, we could stay in the top 10 too, and that's how it works. You got to work your way into the top 10 if you're not named one of those schools, and you get to work your way out of it if you are named those schools. Alabama's got 3 losses. The worst they're ranking them is 11th. Carolina's got 3 losses. State's got 3 losses. Terry, where are you ranked?
Yeah, we're not even in there. We're in, but
20th.
we're like Army, in the 20s.
Same schedule. You could beat Alabama 8-3. They beat you 8-3, but they're ranked 11th.
The team,
but you'd be ranked 23rd.
The team that I would not let in is Notre Dame. You're not going to play in a conference. You don't get to go. Sorry. You're going to have to share some of that TV money.
That's what I'm saying. They got special rules for school. For
Yeah,
that school.
I don't
they're
like a
not
team who elects when I want to play in the ACC and elects when I do not want to play in.
There's no way, man.
So there's your
There's no way they're getting in.
there's your
They do.
matchups. It's got Miami as the first team out right now, and not actually in, Terry and guys. So that means they're not getting in at all according to our math.
That's like I said, the winner of tonight's game will be SMU or Clemson. The other one's gone. So, like I said, if Clemson wins it, they'll just take SMU out and leave everybody else the way it is. And if Arizona State wins.
And that's the way it is right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, so ACC ain't doing nothing but going to kick their own face.
They get one team.
Yeah.
How many's the Big Ten get?
Well, I'm not going to take nothing
Yeah,
away
three,
from the SEC
2,
or the Big
3,
Ten. I'm just saying you
4,
can't
yeah.
overload it.
The SEC and the Big Ten get 4.
Because when I
ACC
sit back,
get 1 and the Big 12 get 1. So why would the ACC and Big 12 just not sue whatever's going on here and be like, this isn't right?
yeah, well, that's what I'd be doing.
Whatever it is,
You
we
lost
didn't
to
agree,
Vanderbilt,
we didn't agree to this.
Alabama.
We
You
get
lost to
one
Vanderbilt.
spot. They basically think about this: the ACC and the Big 12, Terry, get the same number of spots as Appalachian State as the Sun Belt. Because you win the Sun Belt, you in. Supposed to be, ain't you? Where's the Sun Belt champion? Or how are they doing that now? I thought those were supposed to be in.
I know last year when they had the 4 teams and they did the projection.
Oh, is that going to expand to
It's
16?
like this,
they had Liberty in there, and I don't know what conference Liberty's in.
How many teams get into the NFL playoffs? 14
It used to be 12, now
Yeah,
it's 14.
out of 32 teams.
Correct.
So then why don't we just make this? There's like 101, 105 Division One, bowl series. Well, why don't we just take about 20 teams, and that way we can do all these little champions. You know what I mean?
I don't care
Just-
about the numbers as much as I care about the automatic qualifiers.
That's what I'm saying. Just make it, if Appalachian State's so bad, or Georgia Southern, or whoever wins that league, if they're so bad, well, if they win, just play them. Coastal Carolina wins their conference.
Mhm.
They're so bad they don't deserve. Well, okay, just go play them. Go to Myrtle Beach and
They
play
do
'em.
not want that.
But I'm saying,
They
what I'm
do
saying.
not. I know, right? You're
That's
right.
what I would say. I would say, okay, Tennessee,
They don't want that.
if they're not on your level and you deserve the automatic qualifier, and then go play them and beat them. We're going to give
Tom,
you a layup.
Because Northern Illinois has already beat Notre Dame this year.
I know.
That's why they don't.
Hey.
They don't want those teams in the playoffs at all, because that's going to ruin a lot of things, a lot of teams. Because then when they say because those 3rd and 4th SEC teams will have to play those conference champions.
Yeah.
Northern Illinois has already beat Notre Dame, so that means they can beat Alabama because there's 5 seats higher than them. So what are we talking about then?
So I'm saying, it's
Bring
like,
them on.
It'll shut it all up. You give everybody who is a bowl series conference gets an automatic bid. And then the top 2 from all the other conferences, they get 2. We're still giving you more. We're still giving you all 2 bids. And then we're going to give all these other conference champions bids. And then maybe you could have a wild card. But even if, let's say, Kevin, if you still do a wild card, you'd have to have some kind of mathematical formula. I don't know what that would be.
I got the mathematical formula. Whoever is highest rated between Alabama, Notre Dame, and Ohio State. There's your wild card.
No, that's not math.
Tell me it ain't true, Terry.
It is true.
But that's not.
That's the only
point.
reason they have a
That's
wild
not-
card is to squeeze those teams in there when
That's
they're not any good.
That you'd have to have like a wild card, some kind of mathematical formula, based on wins and losses or something, to qualify as a wild. But that's what the NFL is.
Mhm.
If you
Right.
what like you win so many games, and well, if you're even with somebody else who didn't win, then we got to go to conference wins or something. You got to do something.
They got 92 tiebreakers.
You'd have to say, okay, how many wins did you have against blah, blah, blah? You know, you'd have to come up with something mathematical to make sure, like, this is the team that's in. There's no damn there's no beauty contest. You know, at the end where Lane Kiffin get on there and cry his way in the playoffs.
All right, we got more video footage from Texas A&M, our favorite school to watch from the cheer. Here we go.
The biggest joke in college football. TQ's football schedule.
Shannon, does this make you want to be a Texas A&M fan?
If my son did that, he would not be going back to school.
How about this? Speaking of Texas A&M, not all heroes wear capes, boys.
Wow.
I gotta mute that. But for the folks on the radio, one Longhorn in the middle of the Texas A&M crowd with his horns up. He's got a buddy he got a student ticket, didn't he, Terry?
That's funny.
With his friends. I'll go, but I'm wearing my Texas stuff. Tom, good news. Good news. Ohio State is not in their conference championship, but all the Ohio State fans, alma maters are. Ohio and Miami of Ohio are in.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you get that one, Terry?
I didn't. Put
That's
that,
all their alma
I didn't
maters.
put that one in my parlay.
All the Ohio
Did
State
it?
fans.
You say you did? Oh, okay.
Kent State too. Don't forget Kent State, Akron.
What about Youngstown? They still
Youngstown State.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. How about some referee fun? What's going on here? What kind of official measurement is this, Terry? What did I just see? They just rolled the football over twice. No, it goes there. It goes there, I promise.
Wow.
How about there's Shannon's favorite cheer group. I forgot. Let's get down. That was last week. I think I got another one back this week. Oh, so we do got to watch the scene. Terry.
This is not good. This is scary. You got players with their
We went
helmets
out there to
off.
take the flag and stick it in the middle of the field. They should get
This
used
is
to
a
it. We've
bad
been doing
scene.
it a while.
Both in the middle of the field, the fight has spilled over to the NC State bench. The NC State wanted to plant the flag at midfield, and players like J.J. Jones took exception to it.
Shane, there's some Cleveland County boys in them blue over. I don't know if they want to be doing all that. Terry, y'all come over here and start a fight. Now, here's the good thing. The best highlight of all the weekend's fights. I got you, boys. I got you covered. So, someone did it. Are you ready? And yes, we are going to do this. One shining moment from last week's games. You ready?
The ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star, and all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line.
It's a big weekend last week, Terry. Did you see all this?
Oh, yeah. That's a guest guy hit. Guy with a mask. Break your hand while you're hitting his mask. No, I'm really telling you the truth. I'm with the not running out there and sticking your stake in the middle of somebody's field.
It's embarrassing.
It is. And when you do
Embarrassing to
that,
the game.
then you're asking to have a fight start. And for State to do that, I thought that was wrong. I mean, you just got through beating them. I think the best thing that I saw from North Carolina State last week was all the guys that was in the locker room, all of them had a cigar smoking it like we beat y'all 4 straight times.
Yeah.
You know, we never lost to y'all. And, you know, I loved that part of it, but it showed them all in the locker room with a cigar in their mouth like we won 4 straight. We never lost to y'all.
Well,
But when you do it, run out there and you want to stick your stake in the middle of their field, you're asking for everything that comes after that.
That's true. You're asking for a fight. So, all right, folks, we're going to start picking some games here. Terry, how we doing over there?
Okay, I can tell you for sure.
You need this. I saw this last night. I didn't know if you needed that.
Oh, no.
Terry's
I keep it up.
Shannon's going to be the guest picker for Chip this week.
Alrighty, yeah, that's right.
Irwin. I pick Irwin.
Last week, Chip went 8-3, so that makes him 91-62 on the year. Tom went 6-5. He's 88-65, and I went 7-4. So Chip come out on top overall, but I'm still leading at 93-60. But again, there's only 5 games separating all 3 of us for the whole year. So everybody's still in this as we come down the stretch.
Well, there's only 6 games this weekend in all of FBS.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you a real fantastic fact when we get to the NFL.
Okay. All right, here we go. Iowa State, the Big 12 championship game is in Arlington, Texas. Cowboys Stadium. Let's go over here. Let's use this one. Do a little on-air editing there for the folks. Iowa State at Arizona. Arizona State favored by 1.5 in Cowboy Stadium. For $13, you can see the Big 12 championship game in Texas Stadium today. All right, we're going to start with Tommy. What do you got in this one?
Geez. I want to go with Iowa State. They played pretty good ball this year. Arizona State, but they're vastly improved, though. Upstarts. Go with Iowa State. Iowa State.
Okay, Tom, I'm going to go right opposite of you. I'm taking Arizona State.
They are.
Yeah, both teams.
Coming.
Shannon?
I'm going to go with Iowa State.
So 2 go with the Cyclones. 1 goes with the Sun Devils in the Big 12 championship game. 12 o'clock today. This is what Tommy's going to be doing, watching the MAC championship. This is what Ohio State fans are going to be doing today, watching the MAC championship. Ohio and Miami of Ohio. Miami favored by 2.5 in Detroit. They're going all the way to Detroit to do this in Michigan.
That makes a lot of sense.
Are they going to fill that stadium up for $9?
They will not. I like Ohio.
I'm also going with you, Tom, with Ohio.
This is like the North Carolina Athletic Association playing their high school championship games at State and Carolina.
How close are those schools together? I mean, do you know?
Well, Ohio's in Athens, and that's kind of in the corner of the state over there by West Virginia.
Okay.
And Miami of Ohio, if I remember correctly, it's more in the middle of the state. So it's probably a couple hours anyway. I would say a couple hours.
Okay.
Georgia.
Who'd you take?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going Miami of Ohio.
Miami.
Yeah.
Can't pick Ben Roethlisberger school.
Okay.
SEC championship, 4 o'clock day. Georgia and Texas. Georgia is a 3-point dog. $108 for this one in Atlanta. Tommy.
Man, I've got Texas in my parlay, but I didn't. I should have thought about this game being in Atlanta. That helps Georgia, but I'm still going with Texas. I'm sticking with my parlay. Thank you, Army. Thank you, Boise State. Come on, Texas.
And I'm also going to go. I mean, this is more of a. I can't pull for Georgia than anything. How's that? So I'm taking Texas, no matter what. So don't bet on mine. I'm taking Texas.
And I'm going to give me Georgia. Win this one.
Quick note, Texas cannot bring the cow to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Why not?
I don't know the exact reason.
PETA.
They won't let them. No, it is not PETA. Something to do with Atlanta and the Benz Stadium. Whatever. They can't bring him, and if they do win, the next team will actually be in there again, so that they won't be able to bring
Can Georgia bring the dog?
Bevo twice.
That's what I'm
don't
saying.
know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
If I can't bring mine, then you can't bring yours.
I'm not 100% sure on that. Terry, that's a little bit different, but you know.
No, it's not. It's the same.
So LSU can just roll up in there.
That's my pet. That's your pet. So we're both, neither one of them come.
LSU can roll up in there with their Tigers.
Yep.
Do you know that Texas has the most Tigers in the world? Not like the school, but like the state of Texas.
Exotic pets.
Yeah. Marshall at Louisiana. The Thundering Herd at the Raging Cajuns. Or not Adam. Well, it is at Adam. They are hosting them at Cajun Field in Louisiana. 6-point favorites are the Cajuns. Shannon, who you got in this one?
I'm going to go with Louisiana at home.
Terry?
I am going with Marshall.
This is the Sun Belt Championship. Tommy.
Rage on, Cajuns. Got to go with Louisiana.
Big Ten Championship. Penn State and Oregon. Lucas Oil Stadium in Indiana. Colts.
Get out of here. This is easy.
Oregon favored by 3.5 in this game. Terry, what you got?
This is easy. It's Penn State playing. Boy, they can't win a big game.
All right.
Oregon wins by dominating them.
So Oregon covers, according
Easy.
to Terry. Shannon.
Put it in your parlay.
I am not an Oregon fan, so give me Penn State.
Oh, you can't, Shannon. Every time I sat here and tell Tom when they had to play Ohio State, I tried to tell him this is a big game again. Penn State cannot win big games. It happens every year. Here we are again. You couldn't beat Ohio State, so now you're going to get another opportunity and you're going to get beat again.
Well, we see that Terry is the president of the Ron Franklin fan club here.
James Franklin.
James Franklin. I said Ron Franklin. He was the announcer. James Franklin. I'm sorry.
So you don't even know the coach. That's how come they can't win.
Well, Terry, you didn't know it either.
I
Right?
wasn't even going to say him. I would have said
James
Franklin.
Sorry,
That's
James
all I would have said, Franklin.
No disrespect. No disrespect. Sorry. Ron Franklin was a really great announcer. You know what? I want to pick Penn State in this game because I just think that it's a matter of time that Franklin has got to get a win in one of these games, but I think Oregon gets it done today.
Good pick, Tom.
I do have to agree. Until Franklin wins one of these games, you got to pick.
He's never won a
against
Big 12 or a Big 10.
He can't win no big game.
Really?
Every time he's put in face of one, here it is, another chance. That's what I told Tom. Here's your opportunity again.
ACC Championship.
I actually have a ticket to this game, but I'm not going.
In Charlotte today. You not doing a doubleheader today while you down there?
No, my brother invited me, but I just a little under the weather, so I don't think I'm much chance being out in 35-degree weather.
Just stay home.
Stay home. Get me a fire.
Shannon Clemson. SMU. SMU favored by 2.5 are the ponies. Who you got in this one?
Clemson.
$34 in Charlotte.
Okay, I'll go next, Tom. You can wait till last. Come on. SMU come in there and is dominated, but they've never faced a Clemson team. Dabo gets it done. Clemson wins.
Tommy?
Dabo gets it done, even though he couldn't get it done again at home against.
He lost
South
to two
Carolina.
SEC teams. This is not a SEC team.
Well, I tell you what, we've had the rebirth of the Pony Express here. SMU, a true classic ACC team, wins the conference. SMU wins.
All right, there's our picks for college football. We're going to be back in just a few minutes. We're going to talk NFL, NBA, and more sports fun on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Green Funeral Service and Crematorium in Gastonia is where their family cares for your family, and it shows. Scott, Tammy, and Jonathan Green and Green Funeral Service and Crematorium has served thousands of families since 1994, and they now offer online cremation arrangements starting at $9.95. They own their own crematory. Go online and see how you can make your special cremation arrangements. Visit their website at greenfuneral.com. Green Funeral Service and Crematorium, 1503 South York Road and 216 Archie Whitesides Road in Gastonia, caring about you and your family.
I'm Lon Helton, inviting you to join me as I count down the week's top 30 with George Burge, who co-hosts for the very first time.
I dreamed about being in this seat for a minute with you, Lon, so pretty special to be here.
We need to get you some new dreams, I think.
I'm feeling pretty good right about now, man.
That's George Burge this week on Country Countdown USA.
Wednesday at 1 p.m. on WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, KTCBroadcasting.com. You could be the winner of a $1,000 Christmas shopping spree. It'll be given away Friday, December 20th, just in time for Christmas. Register to win today at one of our participating sponsors, including West End Sales, Highway 18 North in Vale, at Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain, at Bradley's on Highway 74 West in Shelby, at Eric Johnson's Auto Sales on the Tryon Courthouse Road in Cherryville, at the 3500 Grill on Highway 18 north of Shelby, at the Great Outdoors on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, at Cleveland Lumber Company, Arrowwood Street in Shelby, at Norris Merchandise, Highway 18 south of Shelby, at Parker Farm Service on Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain, and at H&M Industries, Highway 74 west of Shelby. So register today for the $1,000 Christmas shopping spree, brought to you by Downtown Radio WAGY and KTC Broadcasting.
May the joy and peace of Christmas be with you all through the coming new year. We wish you a season of blessings from heaven above. Merry Christmas to everyone from Shelby Heating and Air, your carrier dealer in Shelby. May your world be filled with warmth and good cheer this holy season. We wish you a joy-filled Christmas. Merry Christmas to all from Shelby Heating and Air, 1990 Eves Road in Shelby.
It's a cozy Christmas evening, Friday, December 6th, from 6 to 9 p.m. at Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Fallston. During this special event, all lamps, lanterns, and punch tin tart warmers will be 20% off. Candleberry candles, 25% off. Also, 2025 calendars, half price. Moo Cat Moo Studio items, 20% off. Plus special sale pricing on Amish-made quilts and more. Jumpin' Jed's will close Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then reopen for their cozy Christmas evening from 6 till 9. That's this Friday, December 6th at Jumpin' Jed's, Main Street, downtown Fallston. Heath Jackson Plumbing in Cherryville wants to wish you a very Merry Christmas. We wish you happiness and love for you and your family. And for all of your plumbing needs, see Heath Jackson Plumbing. And they hope your days ahead will be filled with joy this holiday season. Again, Merry Christmas to everyone from Heath Jackson Plumbing. Give them a call at 704-634-5784. Like them on Facebook, too. Serving this area for over 30 years. That's Heath Jackson Plumbing in Cherryville.
As our economy gradually reopens, remember to support local.
Know you're doing the right thing and stay proud.
Be a part of the greatest comeback of all time.
Shop local with WhatsUpShopper.com, Carolina Country, and The Boss. For 5 years, Final Plunge Plumbing has won the prestigious Community Choice Award for Gaston County. Final Plunge Plumbing is a full-service plumbing company offering water and sewer main repairs, water heater replacement, and repairs with names like Ream, State Select, Renai, and Navian. And they provide upfront pricing, so there's no surprise when you get your bill. First-time customers receive a 10% discount up to $500. Choose the best and take the plunge with Final Plunge Plumbing. Call 704-860-5889 or find them online at finalplunge.com. Grizzly the Greeter says now's a great time to buy you a new Liberty Shed from Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville. Now, for 2 weeks only, Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes will take your moving costs off the price of a new Liberty Shed. But hurry, only 4 left to choose from. And they all come with a 10-year structural warranty. That's Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right across from Ace Hardware. Online at blessedbuildings-tinyhomes.com, your Liberty Shed dealer. For great food and even more fun, it's Johnny's Mexican and American Bar and Grill in Lincolnton. Come on over and see for yourself great Mexican and American dishes with weekly specials. Check out all the sporting events on the large screen TVs, plus karaoke Wednesday and Saturday nights, a live band every Friday night. Check them out. Ask about daily specials. Dine in or take out by calling 704-240-4949. That's Johnny's Mexican American Bar and Grill, 1519 Highway 150 West in Lincoln. Follow them on Facebook, too. Okay, sports fans, for fun, drink, and some great food after or before the game, head to the all-new Cherry Pit Bar and Grill in Cherryville. From great appetizers to all kinds of sandwiches and plates, they've got it. Also, try the Pit Burger, along with salads and homemade sides. And check them out for lunch specials from 11 to 3, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. You're going to love it. Cheer on your favorite team at the all-new Cherry Pit Bar and Grill, 201 North Mountain Street in Cherryville. Online at cherry-pit.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang.
Hi. Welcome back. Good morning, Saturday Morning Sports Talk. The Shock Joxx. We had breakfast this morning from McDonald's. Stop by your local McDonald's here in Cherryville. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner before and after all the ball games here on while you're listening to KTC Broadcasting. All right, let's talk a little. We'll do NFL.
Before I get into that, you know, I make when my daughter comes home, I make her watch an old movie from the 90s. Every time, or the 80s, and we watched Pulp Fiction when they talk about a Royale with cheese. He started talking about McDonald's. I started thinking, I need to go get me a quarter pounder over there. Been thinking about that. It's like, man, I need to go get one. Hadn't had one in a while.
What did she think about the movie?
She actually watched it and didn't play on her phone. There's something mesmerizing about that movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a great movie.
Usually she's on her phone the whole time, but that old Royale with cheese.
That's a dang wild ass movie to be watching.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Well, I started to say something,
She's
Kevin, but I did not.
Years old.
I'm really telling you.
I ain't watching that with any adult that
I
know.
was like,
that's a great movie.
That's a great movie. She's 22.
I'm not watching that with anyone but other men, probably.
Now think about this. No wonder his daughter does not come home. Hey, we got to watch a movie.
She was locked into that. She did not play on herself. She was like locked in.
I'm not saying she shouldn't be. It's a very.
She never comes home unless we watch a movie.
It's an extremely intriguing movie.
Has she seen Reservoir Dogs?
No, I haven't seen that one yet. No.
So that's another one.
I guess no more Tarantino movies because I've been shamed.
My God, poor young lady.
But I might go get me a Royale with cheese.
I wasn't
thinking about that. You guys keep talking about McDonald's, and I keep thinking Royale with cheese. I need to go over there. I'm gonna hit up the Cherryville McDonald's on my way out to Charlotte.
Tom, be quiet. Let's go. Go ahead, Kevin.
We've got more audio gold.
Please.
From Jameis Winston.
Hold it. Can I say one thing before you do this? Yeah, don't do this yet. He had one opportunity this past week, and I listened to this whole thing, and I was like, I felt so sorry for him because he tried.
Yeah.
But here we go again with Tony Romo at your quarterback position, throwing interceptions when they should not be thrown. I mean, he played one heck of a ball game for this whole thing to be on him.
First Browns quarterback to ever throw for 450 yards and 4 touchdowns.
And lose. Yeah, and lose.
How many did the defense give up?
Tony Romo did the same thing, remember, against Denver.
How many did the defense give up?
Oh, I agree. I'm with you. But
right,
the worst picks that you can have at the wrong time.
Let's listen to Jameis about his picks, Terry. Make sure it's all turned up.
Here we go.
Oh, let me make sure the volume's turned up on the computer because we got to hear. Make sure we got Jameis good.
I know I'm better than this. I know. I'm just praying for the Lord to deliver me from pick sixes.
That's what I'm saying. I felt so sorry for him. I'm like, my God, man.
I'm praying for the Lord to deliver me.
He's on a 1-year deal.
For peace.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah. He's going to be like Flacco,
he's
gone.
On a 1-year deal.
Here we go. These are quarterbacks in NFL history. These are the most 450-yard and 4-touchdown games in NFL history. Peyton Manning has 4 of them. Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, and Jameis Winston are next on the list with 3.
But I guarantee them 2 right beside Jameis Winston probably had W's by their name. not
Maybe.
L's.
Well, I don't know about Breeze. He was about 500 on all his games. Kirk Cousins, Marino, and Tommy Kramer
Man,
Tommy
I
Kramer.
hadn't heard that
have
name in a long
2
time.
450-yard, 4-touchdown games. So
Tommy
only
could sling it though.
He
man.
could.
only 7 multiple touchdown, 450-yard, 4-touchdown games, and Jameis Winston is one of those.
Oh, Danny
same
M. Danny M.
quarterbacks.
And Kramer didn't he? Was that with Chris Carter and Randy Moss? Maybe we need to add those.
I don't think he had Randy Moss. I think he was done.
I know
by-
Chris
on,
Carter
time out.
was there.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's impressive for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Tommy
Back in the
Kramer was
day.
probably back with Ahmad Rashad.
I was
and
about
all
to
that.
say that's nowhere close to Chris
I don't
Carter.
yeah. Chris Carter played in the '80s.
Not for the Minnesota Vikings.
I thought he did. I thought he did.
And
went to-
he played
went to
for the
Eagles.
Vikings, and Tommy Kramer played for in '77.
Yeah.
The Minnesota
So
Vikings.
Carter didn't play for the Vikings first.
He played for the Eagles first.
Ah,
Eagles got rid of him. He was a bit of a issue in Philadelphia in his behavior and actions.
gotcha.
Kramer played from '77 to 1989, so he might have. I don't know if Chris Carter was there yet or not. I can find
When
out.
did he have the
real quick.
450-yard game? Probably don't know that, do you?
This is not that
He don't
important.
know.
It's on a Monday night, I bet you.
I'm sorry, I don't know the exact game Tommy Kramer threw for 450 yards. Actually, let's see.
He did it twice.
Chris Carter joined in '90, which was Tommy Kramer's last year. Carter in 1990 had 27 catches for 413 yards on the year.
Okay, so it wasn't that one.
Probably not. Where did Kramer go? I don't think it lists the exact.
Kramer was like after Tarkenton.
Yes. There you go.
That was Bud Grant. Is that when he coached the Vikings?
Well, he was on the bench for the first 3 years. Went 7-9, 8-7, 7-7, 5-4,
Always
2-1,
like
2-7.
Bud Grant.
Yeah.
Losing record are your Tommy Kramer news of the day for you folks. All right, back to my fun tweets. We'll get back to James. Tom was just trying not to want to talk about Jameis. All right, here's some more Jameis. Monday Night Football. Him giving his pregame speech. A little bit of it, like only Jameis could do. He added the ESPN sound effect to it, Shannon.
The funny thing about this opportunity is we all know that dun, 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 dun.
It's Monday night.
That's what we do it for. All right, we worked all our life for this moment.
Yeah.
It's just us today, and out there on that field, it's only gonna be us. So let's fight together. Let's have each other back. Energy, execution, precision, and domination. All right, together. Here we go. Family on three. 1, 2, 3, family.
Yeah, and as long as I don't throw an interception,
We
we'll
all
have a chance.
know that. Dun, 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 dun,
We're gonna put that on.
dun, 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 dun.
One of the guys in the huddle, Tom, says he calls plays like he's telling a secret.
Who's the guy? Who's 55?
I can see him in there going, "Hey guys,
Posick, the center.
32
He's
dives."
looking at him like he's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
He is crazy, Shannon. He's
Well, look
looking
at
at
him
him like he's
smiling.
crazy because
They're all smiling at him. though.
55's not. 55's like, what
Kevin,
in the world?
Do you smile at crazy people?
Yes.
Okay, that's what you do. That's what you when somebody's completely crazy, you go, oh, okay, yeah. So he doesn't kill you, okay? He's on a 1-year deal.
All right, that's all my Jameis stuff for this week, apparently. So I want to look at this one guy with maybe the worst OCD I've ever seen. What is going on with the Commanders kicker here?
They don't put the helmet on too much.
Look at this. 2, 3, let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 waves of his head. And it didn't even do anything. He don't have a hairstyle. It's just short. It's going inside of a helmet. I have no. Does he have lice?
Kickers are weird.
Glad Tom answered that one for me.
Kickers are just weird, man. They do weird things. They have weird rituals. They're just weirdos.
Let's see.
Almost like punters.
Punters are weirdos too. Not as weird as kickers.
I got to see what's going on here for a second. I can't remember what this. Oh yeah, check this out. So you can switch to an alternate broadcast on Amazon Prime and watch what they call Madden View.
It's hard, y'all. Watch this.
All right, watch it.
If y'all watching on Amazon Prime, just go down to the alternate broadcast. Click on that on the next gen. And now it's gonna make it look like you playing Madden. It's got everybody lined up, got their name. Then watch when the play start. It's gonna follow their footsteps. That's kind of hard.
Would y'all watch that? Would y'all watch this?
I'm rocking
this
with
version
this.
of a broadcast.
No.
No.
Okay. So y'all wouldn't want to see the routes, and from the back
Well, you
view.
could learn. You know, now that you put that, you could learn a little bit more about football.
I want to see this view more, because the view on TV they don't show the receivers, and it's like it's their way of making it exciting. And the quarterback throws the ball through the side of the screen, and then they move the camera, and then now we see the receivers as opposed to. I want to see where the DB, because Terry, when I'm watching them games live, I'm sitting there reading the defense myself, and I'm like, post, skinny post, skinny post, skinny post. But on TV, you can't really see what the receivers are running. So, like, it is different seeing it live. And then you can see from the back view. I love seeing what the quarterbacks are looking at, because people don't get that. Like, if you sit in the stands, you're like, well, I saw that guy wide open. Well, if you look from the back view, there's a 6'5", 300-pound guy in his view. Then the linebacker's chasing his butt, and then the safety's coming down. So there's things you don't see from the side that you do from the back. I love the back view. I could do with the lines and stuff after the play. Maybe I don't know about during the play, but I bet kids are gonna love this
because they're used to it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's what they're going with that. Obviously,
anything for the kids.
Anything for the hits on the social media.
That's right. Whatever works on Twitter.
All right. How about the billionaires in Buffalo?
How many billionaires are actually in Buffalo?
The one, and he's got volunteers out here shoveling the show. You can go shovel the show at the stadium, Terry, but you do not receive tickets.
Well, you get $20 an hour.
This was last year too.
It's
they did the same thing.
$20 an hour, and
if one of them has a heart attack, they'll cover it
but
up.
you do not get tickets. And I'm like, and my question is, Terry, if I'm like, look, if I dig out 20 seats over here and 5 of them show up, can I not sit in one of these jokers? Like,
isn't
how do you not get a free ticket for this?
They're going to the bar.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing this for.
Isn't Alicia Keys the daughter of the owner
Oh, I have no idea.
for Buffalo?
I don't know anything about any of that at all, to tell you the truth.
Well, you heard that. You've heard all the news that the reason why it's snowing so much in the Great Lakes is because of global warming. You heard that?
No.
Well, because the lakes are warmer than usual, so when the cold air comes over it, the snows are bigger.
Oh, Lord, they'll make up anything.
That's what they said.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you this about that, Tom. Every morning, let's see, tomorrow morning, it's going to be 20 degrees, right?
I don't know.
In the morning, right?
I guess.
And it's going to be 40 degrees in the afternoon, right?
No, it's supposed to get up 60.
Yeah, it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's not use tomorrow as an
Okay.
Because that doesn't fit his narrative.
It's
Don't
not
use
even
it.
the narrative. No, you don't have to be silly about it.
Well, I mean,
No, it
no,
is.
we're telling
I'm gonna look at
facts.
today's.
We're
it don't matter
telling
the temperature.
facts.
Okay, tomorrow. We'll do tomorrow. Sorry, I don't care the temperature.
He's typical media. Wait a minute.
All right, Tom. Whatever y'all want to do, I'll say. So 30 and 60 tomorrow, right?
Right.
Okay, because this is what we want. Y'all want to do tomorrow's. So my point is, on Monday, so the climate people say if it goes up 3 degrees, we're all going to die. So on Monday, when it's 13 degrees warmer in the morning, are all the cows going to be dead when I get up in the morning? That's all I need to know. Cows are not going to die every morning. So there is no climate change. Get off that. Cows are not going to die tomorrow. They'll be alive when it's 3 degrees warmer. I promise.
I hope so. I like hamburgers.
All right. You like cows?
I like
How about
hamburgers.
Rex Ryan
Milk.
on the most egregious thing we've ever seen in our lives?
Yeah, you got to learn how to protect yourself. And I'm going to tell you right now, obviously it was a dirty hit. I am so
Wrong.
sick and tired of seeing people teach, hey, slide. When you're running out here, you slide. The hell you do, not when you're going full speed down the field and a defender's coming full speed at you. You don't slide. I can see this happens over and over and over again. All you have to do is watch every Saturday college football. 2 to 3 of these happen every single week. I'm sick and tired of it. You are not protecting your quarterback when you teach him how to slide when it's not in the open field. Open field, of course, that's great. Absolutely not here. If you want to get a concussion, you slide like this when contact's coming.
What should they be taught to do?
They should be taught to dive at the ankles of the defender or run the football and keep your head out of it. trust me, I would take the ankles of the defender. Run right there, dive at his ankles. Immediately, the guy's going to go to protect himself. He's not worried about tackling you. Look, the kid, absolutely, it was awful, all right? And, yes, he's going to be suspended and things. But also, this happens all the time when a guy's just trying to make a tackle. All right, this is a big quarterback running here. Like, I am so sick and tired of it. Let's put a film together and actually teach our young quarterbacks how to protect themselves. I'm sick and tired of it.
Why should he be suspended?
He was suspended 3 games.
Yeah.
Why?
Because of what
There's
happened.
nothing wrong with what he did.
I agree
He
with
couldn't
you.
stop it.
I agree with you.
There's not a thing just because old pretty boy over there
Yeah,
gets
it's
hit.
football, man.
I mean, it's like, look, dude, you're a runner in that situation. You're not defenseless. You made yourself defenseless. It's not fair. I've seen a lot of, like, I think Patrick Mahomes has done it, where you pretend like you're going to slide. And
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
then
glad you brought that up, Tom.
Goes
Not even
15
Mahomes.
yards on down the field.
Not even Mahomes. Here's Trevor Lawrence doing that exact same thing. And then being celebrated for it. So if you're a defender,
that's what he should have done there. That's what he should have done.
right.
Guys, what is it? 6'6", 250?
According to the people who suspended him, like once Lawrence got within this close to the sideline, Terry, you're not supposed to touch him anymore.
Nah.
And we've got, and like Rex Ryan said, look, the whole knee thing and all this, I don't think we should have it at all. It's more for ending the game to me, Terry, or catching a fair catch type thing, or it's definitely not for I'm running full speed and then let me slide at full speed and hope. I mean, tell me they don't hope the defender makes contact, or you wouldn't be sliding at your feet, right? Or you're trying. What's the objective of sliding that close? And Lawrence pulling up right there. We all know Cam Newton used to do that crap all the time and get those extra 2 yards. I mean, then defenders, if you're what's the average size of a cornerback?
They're like 5'9", 180 pounds.
These quarterbacks are bigger than him, are they not?
Way
Way
bigger.
Trevor Lawrence is bigger than the dude that hit him. So as a defender, as a DB, and I'm coming up and that guy's running at me full speed, what am I supposed to do besides if it's me, I'm going full speed at his numbers, and if he ducks into my head, what am I supposed to do? Like we did this with the Cam Newton hit in Denver, did we not? Like Cam dropped a whole 1.5 feet. Like what are you supposed to do, Terry?
Oh, I know. And I was watching the game last week when that all happened, and then, oh, my Lord, man. It was one heck of a thing then after it happened and everybody got in a fight and et cetera, et cetera. But you're a quarterback, and I'm just like Rex Ryan was talking about. He's running full speed. What am I supposed to do? I mean, if you want to say, okay, let's just time him and clock him down, but when do you clock him down? I don't know. It's football.
Well, to me, once you cross the line of scrimmage, I think once you cross the line of scrimmage, there shouldn't be any knees, right?
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
Like, well, what are you taking? Once you've ran across the line of scrimmage,
You're not running.
You're
back.
on your own.
You're
right?
Yeah.
Or you know, I'm a grown man here.
Yeah.
This is the NFL. I cross this invisible line,
And the
Please don't
speed
hit
out
me
there is faster than what we're
You're right.
thinking.
Please don't
You
hit
know?
me now. I'm out here.
And then earlier that day, Mahomes did it down here in Charlotte.
Yeah.
He's running on that last play at the end of the game.
Yep.
He's going to run out of bounds. He pulled up and took off.
And he's done that
20
a
more
few
yards.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to take the slide. I just think they take the slide rule out of it completely. And once you cross the line of scrimmage, I see no reason whatsoever to slide. I don't.
See, but when he puts a shoulder down like that, and a big old dude like Trevor Lawrence hits you, the guy's got to defend himself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just stupid.
So there's been 5 235 receiving yard performances since 2020. Tyreek Hill has 1. Jamar Chase has 2. 2 Browns receivers have done it, Tom, since Deshaun Watson got hurt.
Amari, Jerry Jeudy, and was it Amari Cooper?
Yeah. So only 5 times since 2020 have receivers got 235 yards, and 2 of them have since Deshaun Watson got hurt.
Well, I mean,
this year.
Jameis. The thing about Jameis is, he's not like a crazy, athletic quarterback. He is more your traditional, pocket passer. Let's run the ball a little bit. That's why it That's why it sort of works. But if he wasn't an idiot and throw all these pick sixes, but that's why it worked with Flacco. It's gonna work with those quarterbacks. What they want to do.
Hey, I don't know if one of those
gonna work with those style of quarterbacks. It's just not gonna work with Watson.
I
It's
don't
never
know.
gonna work.
I don't know if I want to blame Jameis on the pick six on at least one of the pick sixes. I haven't seen them both, but Tom, one of them was in the end zone. Like, can nobody else run somebody down? Like,
Well, how about not throwing it to the guy in the first place? How
what
about that?
the receiver could do
This
something
is the one
too.
I saw. That was terrible. He stared him down, threw
And
it.
when they traded Amari Cooper, he became the #1 receiver. Winston.
You know, see, he likes to get back there in the pocket, survey.
We didn't
things.
miss him by 4 feet. If he hit right shoulder when he got picked. I mean, Joku could try a little bit there. Like, Terry, are the receivers not supposed to come back to the ball?
Supposed to.
I mean,
he is going to the ball. The guy stepped in front. That's not a Joku anyway. I don't
Who's
think.
88?
Oh gosh, the other tight end. Jeez, I can't remember his name. He's pretty good.
Winston.
Well, he stood on the 31-yard line like he was camping a campfire there.
God, what is his name? He's the other tight end. He's made some nice catches this year too. He's helped.
Winston.
He didn't know the defender was back there. I'm gonna give a little bit on that. If I'm a quarterback, Tom, I'm gonna talk a little bit. I may have thrown it to your left shoulder, but come back to the ball a little bit for me. Let's see the other one. I don't see that. No, that was the one from a long time ago. Now the one at the 50-yard line, that's definitely on him. On the out patterns. That's definitely on him. They probably shouldn't be calling that play pass right. Because they're guarding the sidelines right there. How many Browns got 3 timeouts? Tom? Yeah.
Jordan Akins is that tight end. I remember him now.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He makes some good catches for us, but just didn't go after that one.
He was open. That was bad. That was behind him. That one was missed.
He's
bad.
sitting on that route, Kevin. Look at him. He's sitting on
No, what I'm saying, he's open if he throws it to his outside right here, but he threw it back shoulder high. See?
Yeah. He's going to make a play.
If he
on
throws
that
it to the
ball.
sideline, he's got to play. But what I'm saying, I wouldn't be throwing that anyway right now with the 2 minutes and 3 timeouts. Go down the middle of the
He
field.
reacted to that route quickly. I'll give him credit, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he reacts to that route very quickly, like he read it, and then he read bad throw and picked it. So that is a good play on his, but it's not like he threw it right to him. I mean, he had to make a good defensive play in defense of Jameis, but Jameis tends to throw the ball to the other team a lot.
Playoff situations. Playoffs. Over in the AFC, Kansas City's got the 1 seed right now and clinched a playoff spot. So is Buffalo's clinched a playoff spot. They're in the 2. Pittsburgh 3, Houston 4. LA Chargers 5, Baltimore 6, and the Broncos are in 7th right now. The Brownies down in 11th. Eliminated. The Patriots, Jaguars, and the Raiders have been eliminated from the playoffs. That's in the AFC. Over in the NFC, Detroit's in the 1st spot at 12-1. Philadelphia is in the 2. Seattle 3. Atlanta in the 4 spot. And the college football fans, Terry, would just be losing their ever-loving minds over this, wouldn't they? Atlanta getting that 4 seed because they're not one of the best 7 teams. They're not one of the best 4 teams. They don't deserve that. Jeez. Isn't it funny? The same people who like the sport will have that same argument, but they won't even think about having that argument in the NFL, will they? Atlanta does not deserve that spot. Minnesota 5, Green Bay 6, Commanders 7. Atlanta and Tampa is going to come down to them. I just don't know if Tampa's got enough bullets. And the Atlanta quarterback situation, everybody's wanting them to switch over. Should they switch over, guys, to Penix or stay with Cousins as long as they can?
I say Ryan Cousins right now. I mean, you're 6-6. You're tied for first. They're in the South. You got to.
But you ain't winning the Super Bowl, Shannon.
They won't win it with Penix.
Well, but you might as well try. You know you're not winning it with who you got.
Because they paid him off a lot of money.
Yeah, they did.
He'll be a Cleveland Brown next year.
I mean, my goodness.
Well, Tampa is in that spot with Atlanta, looking to get that. Washington's got a game and a half lead on the teams behind them in Tampa, Arizona, and the Rams. Terry, any of these teams make a run to the playoffs?
Dallas is 12.
But I know Tampa
and they got them
Atlanta.
in the hunt because of the conference record.
Well, you've got Arizona at 9 and the Rams at 10 at 6-6. San Francisco and Dallas at 5-7, and then New Orleans, Chicago. Panthers still got a chance to make the playoffs. They haven't been eliminated yet, Shannon.
That's right. That's how weak the NFC South is.
Oh, yeah, that is because of the South, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Green Bay to cover and the over was good in that one. I saw how many defensive players that Detroit had out. I said, ain't no way this is staying under 54 points, and it was. It was almost 70 points in that game.
Yeah.
But Detroit found a way to win that game. You got to give Campbell a little nod there. I mean, he's doing it with a lot of backups. They've had a lot of injuries.
I think too, the players. He's a player's coach, you know.
When he first got there, I'm like, oh God, here we go, another nutcase. But he was. I mean, give that guy some credit, man. Yeah. He's done a tremendous job with that football team.
All right, let's pick some games. Tell you what we got going on over there.
All righty. All right, and I'll wait till the end. But last week, Tom goes 9-4, running his record to 97-58. I go 11-2. Mine's 93-48. Kevin goes 10-3. His record is 92-47. But I'm glad he's not here because I was going to have to give him a salute. Chip goes 13-0 last week, 98-42.
Wow, that is
13-0. We've had a lot of people who's
went
the
money line parlay on that.
Yeah, I mean we go back a lot. I went 13-1 on week 8.
NFL.
That would have paid like 100 to 1 right there. They should have put a little money down on
Maybe
that.
he did. That's why he's not here.
Partying it up.
Yeah.
He went on vacation.
Congratulations, Chip, if you're listening. Probably not, but
he might be. How about Jaguars and Titans this week? I don't know who's playing back. Trevor Lawrence is back up. I don't know who's playing quarterback for Tennessee. But if you're in hell this week, Shannon, you can probably tune right on into this game. Mm-hmm. Titans, 3.5-point favorites at home. $7 for an NFL ticket. Who you got in this one, Shannon?
Give me the Tennessee in this one.
I'm also taking Tennessee with Pollard.
Tennessee with no quarterback there for the Jags. Paid him a lot of money though, didn't they?
I've got the Tennessee Titans at home. Aaron goes to Miami. 6-point favorites are the Dolphins, Tommy.
I like Miami in this game. They're playing a little bit better. Of course, that Green Bay game, we try to go up there. They can't win a cold weather game, can they, Terry? They're at home.
But I'm taking them at home. I don't want Rodgers to win anything.
Yeah, Miami at home.
You can't win if your quarterback's a weirdo.
Dolphins with the victory on this one, 4 across the board. Well, Dolphins coach is a weirdo, though. I'm worried about that one. Falcons. Kirk Cousins back in Minnesota today. If he loses, there'll be more talk of him. Minnesota's favored by 6. Terry, who you got in this one?
This is weird right here. Falcons going up there. They have the division lead at 6-6. I got a feeling they're going to come away 6-7. I'm taking the Vikings.
Tom?
Yeah, I like the spread too. I think the Vikings cover that. I like the Vikings outside. They have to go, Atlanta has to go up there. They're a dome team. I think the Vikes win this game.
Shan?
Yeah, give me Minnesota to win this.
Sam Darnold.
Oh, I don't like doing this. But 4 across, Terry, give me the Vikings. The 4-8 Saints will go to the 2-10 Giants. If you've got the last button on your remote control, you can switch back on this in hell today. New Orleans favored by 5 in East Rutherford. Tommy, who you got?
Give me New Orleans. Lay the points. I think they win it. Cover.
Terry?
I'm also going to Saints.
Yeah, give me New Orleans.
Look at that under.
Did you say New York?
Look
New
at that
Orleans. No, the Saints.
Oh.
Over under is 40.5.
Yeah.
I'm not picking 4 across on a 4-8 team. Let me give you the Giants on that one.
Okay. You'll be the first one that has not took somebody different.
I'm not doing that one. I did want to take the Dolphins, but dang it. Aaron Rodgers is not. They just ain't got it together. Panthers and Eagles. Anybody taking the Panthers?
I'm going to take the Eagles.
The Eagles.
-14. Panthers have been playing better. That's a lot of points. I might like the points in this game.
We ain't talking points here.
I know we're not dumb. I'm just saying. For any of our bettors at home.
Browns and
Steelers, trying to get
Tom.
some information.
So you ain't made his pick.
The rematch.
They never win.
You taking the Eagles?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Eagles.
I think everybody did.
Browns
and Steelers. Steelers favored by 6.5. Then rematch. Is there going to be snow in this one? Nope. 46 degrees.
No, this right here is simple. Steelers.
You got a weirdo quarterback. No, Browns can't win in Pittsburgh. We'll go with the Steelers.
Good job, Tom.
Yeah, give me the Steelers.
I hope I'm wrong, but
yeah.
Steelers 4 across. Steelers 4 across.
We're 1-5 on the road.
All right, the Pirates are at it in this one. Raiders at the Buccaneers.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Tampa's favored by 6.5. Shannon. Tampa all the way across.
Didn't they get one of their receivers back?
I don't know, but they could be in first place after this week because we all picked Tampa to win and
all the way across,
and Falcons to lose. So out west, it's a bird fight. Seahawks and Cardinals. Cardinals favored by 2.5 at home in the desert. Tommy,
I like Arizona at home. Seahawks, they're a little up and down. It's hard to trust them on the road though. They're very good. They're 4-1 on the road.
Yeah, I'm taking Seattle.
Yeah, give me Seattle.
Arizona at home for me on this one.
The cute little quarterback gets a win, huh?
I think so. Bills at Rams.
Buffalo.
All right, Tom.
Yeah, even though it's you got to go across the country, I still like the Bills, man. They're tough. They just destroyed San Francisco in the snow.
Shannon?
Give me the Rams. I'm going to go different.
Okay. A loss.
Yeah, put me for the Bills. Let Shannon take that L for Chip.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying help you out a little bit.
Yeah, this goes on Chip's record. Bears at 49ers. 66 degrees, though, in San Francisco. Or Santa Clara. They're not in San Francisco.
Well, like I've always said.
Whatever to be exact.
When the Bears lost to the Commanders on a Hail Mary, they have not won since, and they will not win here. The Bears were done on that day, and they've been done ever since. 49ers.
Shannon, if you got all that.
Yeah, give me the 49ers. Oh.
This is simple.
The Bears looked really good in the second half against the Lions.
Okay, go ahead and
give me
take
the Bears for an upset.
Oh, Lordy, that's a good loss.
49ers for me, Terry. 49ers. Sunday Night Football, the Chargers face the Chiefs. Jim Harbaugh comes into town. Chiefs have been pulling wins out left and right. 11-1 are the Chiefs. Chargers 8-4. Kansas City favored by 4 in this one, Tommy.
At home, the Chiefs. I don't know if they'll cover, but they'll win.
Chiefs.
I'm going to take the Chargers on the road. Give them the first loss at home.
Connor Stallion's going to tell Jim Harbaugh the plays.
Chiefs in Arrowhead. Chiefs in
win.
Arrowhead. All right, it's the Pac-Man Jones Bowl.
Wow.
The Bengals and the Cowboys. Monday Night Football.
I hadn't heard that name in a while.
Cowboys 1-5 at home. Finally got a home win, Terry.
Yeah, and people keep saying, but I did hear Micah Parsons say, we're not done yet. You better take them Cowboys.
Tommy?
You better take them Cowboys. Well, I like them at home in this game. Cincinnati struggled. I don't see them going anywhere. I like the Cowboys to do what they're supposed to do and win at home. Their defense is getting healthier, is it not? You know, so.
Few people coming back, but we got a lot out.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cowboys at home.
Joe Burrow's about to light up Texas Stadium. Bengals with the win in this one. See if there's a Thursday night football game.
Should be.
Rams and 49ers. Rams and 49ers.
At San Fran.
There is no line yet. It's Rams at 49ers.
There we go, 49ers.
I like the Rams. I've given up on the 49ers.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
Rams as well. All right, there's our NFL picks. When we come back, we're going to finish up the show with some NBA news and notes, Charlotte Hornets, and more. KTCBroadcasting.com.
You could be the winner of a $1,000 Christmas shopping spree. It'll be given away Friday, December 20th, just in time for Christmas. Register to win today at one of our participating sponsors, including Webb Chemical and Paper Company, Highway 74 Bypass West in Shelby, at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 74 Bypass East in Shelby, at Arnold's Jewelry on South Washington Street in Shelby, at Pro Wellness Chiropractic Center on Clark Drive in Lincoln, at the Chop Shop Dog Salon on East King Street in Kings Mountain, at Cotton Seafood on the Gastonia Highway in Lincoln, at Jumpin' Jazz in downtown Falston, at Memory Lane on Highway 150 Business in Krause, All Carry Insurance on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, and at Shelby Hardware South Lafayette Street in Shelby. So register today for the $1,000 Christmas shopping spree. Brought to you by Downtown Radio, WAGY, and KTC Broadcasting.
Check out the great deals at Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop in Kings Mountain. Like this week, a 2016 Acura MDX SH all-wheel drive and entertainment package, only $15,495. Also a 2012 Honda Odyssey EX minivan for $12,495, and a 2013 Scion XD four-door hatchback priced at $84,995. Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop, 522 Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain. Online at oakgroveauto.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
Hi, I'm Skylar Rambo Cheney, driver of the number 17 NASCAR Weekly Series late model stock car. When I need quality services, I shop with Hendricks Honda of Hickory, Bug Busters, Country Town & Tire, Farm Bureau Insurance with Marvin Melton, Doug's Fleet and Auto Glass, and ProMotion Motor Company. Support your local businesses, and I'll see you at the track this year.
ProMotion Motors, celebrating 25 years in business at 2527 East Main Street in Lincoln. Online at promotionmotors.com, and like them on Facebook, too.
We wish you peace, love, and happiness for this holiday season and always. This Christmas wish from everyone at Cleveland Lumber Company in Shelby. Christmas comes but once a year. It's a special time filled with cheer. A time for friends and family. We hope your Christmas is fulfilled with peace and happiness and is never out of reach. Merry Christmas to all from everyone at Cleveland Lumber Company, 217 Arrowwood Street in Shelby.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L-Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your Kubota dealer is Parker Farm Service, located at 126 Bessie Drive on Oak Grove Road at the Highway 74 bypass in Kings Mountain.
This month's Scholar Athlete of the Month is Mackenzie Pendleton, a senior at Burns High School, sponsored by McDonald's, KTC Broadcasting, and WhatsUpShopper.com. Mackenzie is the daughter of Laura and Michael Pendleton and is involved in women's tennis and track and field. She has a 4.6774 grade average. Her advanced classes include college chemistry, general biology, pre-calculus, introduction to sociology, transfer success, pre-calculus algebra, music appreciation, English literature, language and composition, U.S. history, earth and environmental science, macroeconomics, and psychology. She's a member of the Lawndale Methodist Church and volunteers for area soup kitchens, Special Olympics, Meals of Hope, and more. After graduation, Mackenzie plans to go to NC State and major in animal science and pursue a career as a veterinarian. The Scholar Athlete of the Month recognizes a student athlete not only for accomplishments in athletics, but also for overall achievements in the classroom and for overall school and community citizenship.
Another big truck has arrived at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby, and it's a big mix load of GE scratch and dent appliances. Save big on GE washers, dryers, and stoves. Plus, ask about refurbished appliances, too. And yes, warranties are available. Hurry in now before they get gone. GE scratch and dented washers, dryers, and stoves, all on sale at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up.
Work smarter, not harder with a new Polaris from Full Throttle Power Sports in Indian Walk in Lowell. Get up to $3,000 off select models of Polaris units. But that's not all. It's the Suzuki Your Style sales event. Get 0% financing for 36 months or up to $1,600 in customer cash. But that's not all. Celebrate 40 years with the Kawasaki Ninja and see the Kawasaki Blackout Edition. It's your choice at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell. Online at ncfullthrottle.com.
Santa's headquarters for John Deere toys is Boyd Tire and Appliance on Main Street in Clover. They've got John Deere riding toys, also John Deere toy tractors and implements. Come check out the selection for Christmas. And don't forget about their John Deere and Gravely mowers, also steel blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws, plus tires and home appliances. That's Boyd's Tire and Appliance, 110 North Main Street in Clover, online at boydtireandappliance.com. Get your tools for Dad at This and That Trading Post in Dallas. Right now, air compressors are just $129. 4 packs of ratchet straps are $25.75. Antifreeze just $5 a gallon. God, Guns, and Guts knife tins are $18.50. Also, camo and orange hunting hats are $4.25. Pittsburgh Steeler plush blankets are $11. And for Mom, a 3-piece frying pan set for $10.25. And washcloths are $2.25. At This and That Trading Post, 3857 Dallas High Shoals Road in Dallas, right across from the trade lot.
Boy, that wind's a-blowing. Wintertime is coming. It's going to be cold. Be ready for Old Man Winter with a new carport from Maker Enterprises in Cherryville. Keep your vehicle protected and that windshield clean. And see them for your metal roofing. 12x3 metal roofing, now available in dark blue, rustic red, white, tan, and silver galvaloon. And now just $30 a sheet. They will not be undersold on 40-year painted metal. Come see for yourself at Acre Enterprise, 1220 Shelby Highway 150 west of Cherryville, right across from Food Line. Online at acrecarports.com. Like them on Facebook too. Come to Forest City for the holidays. Now, on Friday and Saturday nights through December 21st, there will be carriage rides, hay rides, ice skating, visits with Santa, Santa Paws, and the Be the Light 5K run. For complete information, go to townofforestcity.com. There's no place like downtown Forest City for the holidays. Ho, 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 and away we go.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. You're not on. Oh yeah. I didn't see you were talking.
All right, welcome back. We got to do a quick NBA segment. This is highlights from the game the other night. People want to know, is today's game better than it used to be, Terry? We're just going to watch this sequence. How about that?
But watch all the people wide open underneath, probably.
Little rush screen up top, knocking down another 3 for the Suns. James Russell 3.
There's a Russell 3 with a brick. Lakers rebound. Kick it around. LeBron 3 from Mexico. Brick.
Yeah, he's struggling right now from three-point range.
Suns with a rebound. Fast break. They pull a 3. Brick. So count the threes, Tom. That's 3 so far in this sequence. Now remember, this is a 23-point game in the fourth quarter.
Look, he fires another.
LeBron
he can't
fires
hit one.
3. Here's 0 for 4 in a row. Suns come back down the court. Watch this play they draw up here, Terry. We're going to do a pick and roll. Nobody picked. Hardly a roll. And then we're just going to look around.
Just shoot it.
Nobody cuts to the basket. We'll pull another 3, so that's 5. Lakers with a rebound. LeBron brings it down the court.
Jack it up, LeBron. Jack it up.
Swings over to Russell. Throws a floater in the lane, and he misses. So missed 5 threes and a 3-foot floater. Back down the court. Swinging around. Bradley Beal for 3. 0 for 6 threes. Now remember, Terry, all these guys can shoot better or better than Michael Jordan, according to today's players. All today's are way more skilled. Double teamed, downloaded the block. The guy that caught it on the block didn't even look to score. How about another 3? 0 for 7. This one, an air ball.
The whole, go.
No, let's back up that one. Terry said they'll probably leave people wide open. Terry, the guy caught the ball on the block. Watch this. I don't even know who their big man is. He's wide open at first. Then they finally get it to him down here with Bradley Beal calling him. And he don't even look.
Yeah.
7 foot tall. He gets the ball. He don't even look to do anything but give it back for the 3 in the corner. How?
Because I see only an Instagram highlight.
So that's what? 7 threes. Here comes Bradley Beal. Back down. Looking around. Everybody's just standing around now. What am I going to do? I'll take a little jab step, but I'm going to just turn it over out of bounds. So we got 7 missed threes, a missed floater, and a dribble out of bounds. That's 9 straight possessions there, Terry. And we still got one more to go. Let's see what the Lakers draw up on this one. Hey, I might set a pick. LeBron to somebody he doesn't know, kick back out, and 0 for 9 from 3. So we got 9 missed threes, a missed layup, and a dribble out of bounds. So, and that's the NBA. And did you see any movement, ball movement, plays, anything in that, any involved in that, Terry? Any down screens, or just pick it over the top and just kick it out and hope somebody hits a three?
Did you see any big men go underneath much?
No,
none. And then when they did, they looking outward. They're not even, like you said, they're not even looking.
Oh, sorry,
no,
I turned the wrong one off. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah,
it's not entertaining.
And that's like I saw a graphic last night of LeBron is like 3 games away from having 30 points, and he's going to tie Michael Jordan. And I'm like, okay, how long's he been playing compared to Michael Jordan? I mean, so if it takes him another 5 years to catch Michael Jordan, I mean,
Well, Terry, he says after the Lakers got eliminated from the play-in tournament, I don't think these tournaments are important.
Well, they're not. But it was for him last year.
Drinking champagne.
Right,
yeah, it was for him last year.
Last year with LeBron spraying champagne on his teammates.
Oh yeah, because he won that thing.
It's just amazing. This explains a lot of the generations below him. Is that if you leader, when I win, it's important. But if I lose, this wasn't important.
Well, I think the NBA.
I take no responsibility.
I think the NBA tried this. They need to go away from this because Boston. I mean, these teams are not playing to their capability right now. As when you get to the end of the year and you're playing for an NBA championship, this means nothing.
Terry, if
a mid-season tournament, just like I told people last year when they brought this out, people's going to remember the Lakers won the first one. But 10 years from now, when we've had 10 of them, people still going to remember the Lakers won the first one, but you'll never be able to tell me who won the second one, third one, and fourth one. That'll be how it is. You'll not remember.
Terry, if you got a 6'9", 250-pound power forward in the lane on defense, would you expect him to help out on drives on defense?
Draymond Green does.
Draymond does. What about this one for the Lakers?
Why should I stick myself in there and get dunked on?
So if you're, I know you folks on the radio, Tom, what is LeBron doing right here? He ain't helping.
Number one,
stop
the ball. That's it. If he beats your man, go stop the ball.
That's Rudy Gobert dribbling the ball. Like nobody wants to step up and stop. Look at this dribble. That dribble is literally taller than we are.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
that ball is higher than our heads right now, and nobody's stepping up. And LeBron is back here like, yeah, good dunk, dude. Down by 20
he was scared he was going to pass it out for the three.
They've been getting blown out by like 40.
Correct. They have been getting smoked. Here's
J.J. Redick. What a coach.
This is actually LeBron has the worst plus minus on the Lakers. If you're into that sort of thing.
Mm.
Well, is it Redick's fault, or is it Darvin Ham's fault, or is it whoever's before Darvin Ham's fault? Frank Vogel? Whose fault? I mean, Frank Vogel won the championship. Darvin Ham won the in-season championship. We fired both of them, and we all said it before the year started. J.J. Redick was hired to be blamed for LeBron's failures late in his career. How about, this is a little funny, Barkley, and this is, I'm glad somebody finally called him out on it, or Terry. You know, we've done all this Shaq worship for the past few years, and you know, Shaq's top 10 greatest center of all time, and nobody said that when he's playing. I'm trying to tell people this. Nobody did. Terry, do you remember that conversation? Nobody ever said he's in there with Wilt and Russell or Kareem. Nobody said that. And then him and Kobe retired. Now all of a sudden, both of them are in the top 5 conversations of everything. And they were not when Kobe was alive. They were not when Shaq was playing. They were not. But here we are. You know, somebody has to call Shaq out on some of their BS. Here's Kenny and Charles.
matter. Hold on. Coaching, instructing somebody to do it and giving somebody and taking away confidence, two different things.
But switching them up.
Can't no coach give me or take away my confidence. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Akeem did that.
No, he didn't.
I will say this: the only player.
Man, a lot of shots.
Jabara,
Can't no coach
catch out what he said. He said, no coach can take my confidence.
Yeah, Hakeem did
And Barga
that.
said, yeah, but Akeem did that. And then you could see on Shaq's face, he was shook by that. And he knows it. Everyone knows it that Akeem was way better than Shaq. But let's talk about it.
give me or take away
What's
my
his
confidence.
face?
That's all I'm saying.
Well, Akeem did that.
No, he didn't.
I will say this: the only player.
Man, a lot of shots.
Jabara
and you and him.
Matter.
Hold on. Coaching.
he didn't like it, did he?
Nope, he didn't like that.
If you saw it, you knew it. Akeem Olajuwon. All right. Any other final news and thoughts, Terry, Tom,
I'm going
on
to watch
NBA?
the Hornets. Thank you for helping me go see the Cavaliers go whip up on the Hornets today. I think I took the
Hope y'all don't lose
12
to
and
them.
a half point the 12 and a half point favorites.
I hope y'all don't lose to them.
So I took them.
Hornets working on that number 1 overall pick, 6-16 overall. They have the 273.
I'm gonna tell you something else. I
Fourth
heard
worst
this morning.
record in the NBA.
Philadelphia, where they at?
Right there with them.
That's right.
Half a
They
game in
are
front of
6-15. If y'all look at that, last night was the first time we beat a team with a 500 or better record, and they said they're on the upward. I'm like, okay.
Well, we now have 5
You
teams
won one.
over 500 in the East. All right, folks. We'll see you guys next week. Shock Jock Sports Talk, KDC Broadcast.